Okay, so when we last left off, you guys were heading into the Barren Hills on the trail of Atelka, with the druid that you guys had picked up in the town, providing some basic guidance and expertise for the dangers of the Barren Hills. After a few encounters with questionably antagonistic things, some ghosts and undead and other creatures of the warp, plus some unusual chaotic things happening. You guys approach the region known as the Devil's Bowl, whereupon after camping for the night, you guys encountered some other undead creature, was the conclusion of the group, who ended up leading the Troll Slayer into the wilderness, or into the Devil's Bowl itself, trying to trail him and keep up with him, while the rest of the group gathered their stuff and then raced to try to catch up. You followed him into a hidden cave or an opening or whatever on the cliffside, and after he had disappeared, revealing some sort of bones or something like that sticking out of the ground, you were set upon by squeaky-furred humanoid creatures, which the group quickly declared were Skaven. There are now several of them surrounding you, all by your little lonesome.
They got all the way to surrounding me?
Oh yeah, they came in from different directions.
I'm wondering how far along it was. Right?
Yeah, they had approached you. The one in the front has ordered you to surrender and drop your weapons.
I thought there was one between me and the exit.
There's a couple behind you, a couple to your left, and a couple to your right. Okay? They have ordered you to drop your weapons as the screen goes crazy. It'll update momentarily. It always does that for some reason. Not really sure why it does that flickering.
Guess you've got to have a seasonal warning now.
That's right. Doesn't show up on the camera anymore.
Okay, let me ask you this much.
Okay.
You say there's that many to each side, however, the description of the tunnel I'm in was very narrow and low.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying they can get two per side, or they?
Yes. Yes. As soon as I.
So they're really small.
They're hunched over, barely 4.5 feet tall. They're dressed
over 4.5 feet tall.
Yes,
or?
Hunched over about 4.5 feet tall.
So they're probably still close to 5.5 feet tall.
Yeah, they look like they're about the height if they stood up, probably of a dwarf.
I'm only 4.5 feet tall.
Yeah, there you go. But you're not hunched over.
Sure am. Get a wide stance. How about that?
I'm 5'2" standing up.
Man, I'm gonna be in trouble.
I wonder how tall my hat's doing.
I can look through the eyes. They're just
My
basement.
guy's 6'9".
Okay, hopefully that shows the map.
Holy crap, that's not small.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to admit, I should have asked you to draw it out for me or something like that. There's
Right.
no way I would have went in there. Okay. I was thinking, the way you described, I was like, okay, it's all nice and small. At worst, I went one-on-one.
When you came in through the southern area,
Yeah.
it was smaller. It opened up a bit on the inside.
Jeez.
There are several of them. Now, this is a quick drawing as far as the cave. There, like I said, there are two in front of you. All 6 of them seem to have swords and what looks like triangular shields. They're dressed in dark black dusty robes. The one in front of you points his sword at you and squeaks at you again to drop your weapon. That would be this one here.
Okay.
Drop your weapon and surrender.
Yeah, okay.
And they pause for a moment to see if you actually listen. The one to your left licks his lips, eagerly anticipating you not dropping your weapons.
Man, I already have one axe out, but I had a torch in the other hand.
Uh-huh.
So obviously, being what and who I am, I'm running this way, drawing my other weapon.
Okay, so you're going to go to the west and draw your other weapon?
I'm going, this is the exit, right?
To the south is the exit.
This way?
No,
Yeah,
okay.
south.
I'm going south.
Okay, you're going to turn that way?
Turn that way, and we're trying to make it to where I can get to the exit and stand my ground.
Okay, so go ahead and give me an initiative roll.
Is that 2 dice?
Yep, 2
Is there
dice.
a way to make myself go first?
The fortune.
Fortune. You can spend a fortune and pick the number.
I don't have.
Well, fortune, you get to rearrange where you go.
Could you give me a couple of D10s from the box? I put them all away when we were picking up.
It's just gonna end up like a bolt. You're gonna run past each trick.
There's no way I'm gonna beat them. Their initiative is way higher than mine.
And they're probably faster on the feet too.
Yeah. But I'm not surrendering. I know the group's close by, but I know I went for minutes.
Yeah, they're a few minutes behind you.
Yeah, I'm not. No thanks.
Keep in mind we have 4.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be on our horse.
That's a lot of dice, but okay. Okay.
Add them to your initiative.
Yeah, 2D10 plus your initiative.
Oh, that's your eye?
have one.
How the
Yep.
hell do I have some?
Yeah, you're a dwarf.
47? Or no, yeah. 47.
47.
My agility was super low, not my initiative. No, it's 2d10, not. You add them together. That's a 16.
Okay.
Actually, an average initiative.
I have below average for my character.
I have a 45 bonus.
I was great initiative one time.
It's initiative.
Don't you have like a 60?
It's initiative.
It's a talent I took over and over and over again because me shooting my gun first
That
is helpful
Mm-hmm.
when I'm around.
Yeah, he gets a big benefit there.
The amount of cost just to take a talent twice is, I'm like, ooh.
200 points. Yeah, it's expensive.
Third time is either 3 or is it 4?
3.
Yeah,
That's crap.
100, 200, 300, 400, and
no,
yeah.
I'll do it.
I did that 4 times. My shield thing.
Which is why you're invulnerable as long as you get your shield.
And
Yeah.
you're fighting one guy.
Yes.
Broken arm.
I don't have broken arms.
I cast magic.
It's your initiative, I cast magic.
That's right.
That's
I
right.
never get in the fight. I stand back and watch.
Wave a stick around.
Wave a stick around, yeah.
Whee!
I know you're proposing to even sell that stuff.
Okay, so they are holding their action effectively for you
Alright, well,
to see you surrender or
My-
not surrender. So
attention. Yeah. So there's fate and fortune, and which I have none of. I don't need that side.
yeah,
Dude,
fate and fortune are overrated.
it's all-
Fortune's the one that takes the filter.
He doesn't have any.
Which one is for resolve and resilience? Which one is if you use it, it's gone? Resolve has to be. It's got the bigger
Yeah,
things,
I think.
It's got the bigger things.
like immune to psychology, immune to critical
Yeah.
condition recovery.
Yeah.
The other one is I deny you. You may choose to not develop a roll mutation, and I will not fail, which is when you roll the result of a test, you choose a number instead of allowing.
Yeah, that's the one that's permanent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Choosing the number.
The other ones are only good for 1 round.
Gotcha. So resilience is when I spend to get I get a 100 on this.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So they all have held actions.
and my speed is only a 3, so even at a run, I can only get 6 yards,
6 squares.
and I can only break from combat from the first guy. Is that how we determined it? It's my leave loose combat without attacks of opportunity called relentless.
Yeah.
It's if I don't get all the way to the damn door, though, I'm dead, or they're just gonna surround me. I guess unless I'm standing right here, they've got me surrounded no matter what. So I'm just gonna charge this one and see if I can hack my way through them.
Okay. Just step up to the first one and take a swing.
I'm charging this one that's at the farthest.
Okay. Using a relentless to get past the first one.
Yep, and
Okay.
my resolute, I either add levels of resolute to strength bonus when charging. So that gives me a plus, what is that, 10?
Yeah. That should give you a plus 10 for a 10.
I drop my torch drawing the second axe,
Okay.
and I will declare my parry as, I need to write all this down or I'm going to forget. Alright, so I've got current negative 24 off any penalty, right?
Yeah. What did we determine the defensive bonus was?
It was
Toughness plus agility plus dodge training minus 60.
yes.
All right. I'm going to parry 44.
44. Okay.
This is DB.
His DB is 25.
I'll do my offhand swing first. I get minus 5 in my roll on that.
Okay.
73.
Armor type 1.
That was just, this. And you said 25 DB.
Uh-huh.
Missed.
Okay. You race up to the first one, swing it at it. It ducks and dodges out of the way. And then they're going to go.
Yep.
Okay.
Starts these four.
Beastman.
Yep.
Is my
these-
initiative
Somebody
sign
needs
up
to
to go
move
yet?
me.
No.
Okay, I'm the
There.
Yep.
Okay. That one. I had calculated the bonus.
And nothing can get between me and the wall, right? That's
I'm
not a
fine.
space.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. So in theory, I don't want my back open.
Technically, he had a 45 because he had a shield. But yeah, you didn't anyway. Okay. Okay. That one is going to take a swipe at you with a sword.
I might as well just go all out. That was what I need.
What's your DV?
There are how many of them? 2, 4, 6. Divided even. What the hell?
5 points.
I'll give 9. It's a 47 for him.
47. That's pretty good.
I have got a 38 base.
Okay. Armor type.
18.
Wow, that's pretty impressive too.
Yeah, it cost me some money, but
Yeah.
Cost you some money.
Yes, he bought it all.
First one, sword clangs against your heavy armor for 5 points.
Jesus Christ.
One trauma's better than getting lopped off.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that much damage. I was expecting like 1s, 2s, and 3s with this high of a DB.
It's Sean. He rolls like 90 plus every time.
Second one moves up and takes a swing at you.
this is great.
45.
45.
Hey, go back to the trolls.
The rest have 45.
Okay.
So you do something.
Trolls did get messed up.
He hits you for 6 points.
Trolls need a memorial. The day Dad's dice turned against him.
This one charges over here. 45, you said?
Yep.
The disappointment on his face.
Oh, I forgot to have my charge bonus.
Chef's kiss.
Isn't there a charge bonus as well?
10 or 20, but it would have been canceled by the shield.
No.
When that first one went down, he's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Okay.
Works out effectively the same. I forgot a defense, you forgot a bonus.
Yep.
That one runs up and
Stab it.
clangs you for 1 point.
Oh, wait,
Remember, it's a fighting retreat.
We'll see if I can do that.
Next one runs up.
I had to, if I didn't go first, or if they didn't let me go first, I was DR'd. It was, you guys are going to come up and there might be a dead might. Be a
That
dead rat.
that one hits you for 6.
Yeah, they're not going to crit you. They're just going to beat you to death.
This one moves over here, and then this one stands back. Sounds sort of like he's panting. Then you realize he's laughing. What would you like to do?
I start singing a song.
Okay.
As loud as my bellowing voice can do it as I hack through these things.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to say forget about DB.
Okay.
Can I get through? How many attacks of opportunity will it take getting through here?
If you just run,
Now, all I'm going to do is move through, but I have that
a 5
thing,
a 5 foot step is no attack of opportunity.
but then they'll surround me. They'll surround me either way. I'll get 1 rear, 2 flank, right? At least.
Yeah.
Now the thing I have to get away from combat.
Except we don't use flank. We don't use rear.
What do you use?
We just use flanked.
Okay.
Right now they all have a plus 20.
Everybody does.
As long as you're flanked, yes.
So it says I can leave close combat without an attack of opportunity. Since I'm in
Correct.
combat with those 4, I can just go.
You can. Well, we were saying that you can nullify it for one of them.
The other. I know it was the first time you'd experienced it with that one fight, and we said we were going to try and clarify some things because I was nullifying as long as I was in a combat, I could nullify those people. I just couldn't get engaged with somebody else and leave that one. Now this is special because there's 4 of them.
Right.
So there needs to be. This is typically a one-on-one type of feat or type of talent.
Yeah, let me look up what Relentless says.
This is Relentless? Okay, because I gotta verify this too,
All
'cause
it
I have
does
the
is
ability
allow
to
me
do
to
that
get.
now.
It's that whole advantage crap. That's all it does.
Yeah, that we're not using.
Yeah. And you're like, well, let's go ahead and just say that you can leave combat without attack of opportunity.
Understood. Yeah.
I think I did the defense bonus for mine wrong.
Okay. I'll see, that would be useful if I had the actual book. But enough of this. Okay, let me look it up real quick.
Did you want to know what it is, Sean? Or?
Yeah.
Agility bonus. When you have your mind set on a target, there's nothing anyone can do to stop you from reaching them. If you use advantage, when disengaging, you can keep a number of advantage equal to your level of Relentless. Further, you may use advantage to disengage even if you have a lower advantage than your opponent.
You can use advantage to disengage even if you have lower advantage?
Yeah, so you could. So before you had to have a higher advantage than your opponent to back out.
Right.
An attack. So this allows you to back out from an attack even if they have higher advantage than you. So
Right.
I would say you can only disengage from one opponent for every level you have.
I'd buy that. And I'd be willing to do, because of the other effect that it gives you a defensive bonus, I'll give you your level in bonus versus all the remaining attackers.
Okay.
Okay, so you can automatically withdraw from one. Any additional attackers, you get a plus 10 DB versus.
So can I attack then move?
You can, but you won't go as far.
How far do I get? 5 feet.
One move.
One move is
3
yards.
yards. 3 squares instead of 1 square.
is that going to be per level as well, though?
Yeah.
So plus 20. when-
Plus 20 gives you 2 levels, or 2 people you can escape from, and a plus 20 bonus.
You know what? I'm just going to go full defense instead, and I'm
Okay.
moving 6 squares up towards the exit.
So you go full defense and take a move?
Yep.
Okay.
Double move me out of there. I'll take all the attacks.
Okay. So that gives, the first one doesn't get a bonus,
Right.
or doesn't get an attack, better said. That leaves 3 of them that can reach you. What's your full defense? Or what's your defense versus the first one?
Leave me out here.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, that's perfect. My full defense, 40. There's 3 of them going to swing at me.
Mm-hmm.
I can parry 28 to each, or I can try to keep myself from getting injured by the first 2. I'm almost at penalties.
Don't forget, you get a plus 10 automatically for each one.
Oh, you're not going to take it off their bonus. You're going to, because they're flanking me still, right?
You add it to your defense. I'm giving them their flank bonus plus their skill.
So I'll say 78.
78 versus each of them?
Actually, you know what? No, hell no. It'll be
78 versus one of them?
it'll be 32, which is we'll do 80 to the first one.
Okay. So the first one hits you for 3 points.
Second one has a 78.
78. Misses you completely.
Third one has a 70.
That one misses you as well.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't, even if when they move up to me, I can't swing at 0.
Correct. Well, I'll let you swing at 0 if you really want to.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I absolutely will.
Okay.
But
Risk the fumble versus guaranteed death.
I don't care.
Hey.
Risk the fumble.
Okay. So the first one comes running up to you.
Yeah, I'll swing.
swing, blah, blah, blah.
Ah, possible breakage.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna roll my offhand.
Okay.
96.
Okay.
139 minus its DB of
45.
So that's
That sucks.
90, 89.
Okay.
No. 94.
That's not bad for armor type 1.
That's a critical. 12-8 crush.
Roll that 100. Roll the 100. Roll the 100.
78.
78. On an A crush.
Gotta roll,
Break his pinky.
Right.
gotta roll those ones.
Blow to his shield arm smashes the shield.
Wow. Shit.
You don't have.
Obviously, they don't have very strong shields. He just broke it with a wild swing.
I'm still singing.
Yeah, sure.
They don't know where the hell I am.
I know. Then he goes ahead and swings at you. What's your defense?
Well, it's still the same, right?
Say, yeah, whatever you got left.
Oh, 38.
38. Okay.
So I see what I did.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Okay. He misses you.
Oh.
5 more to go.
Yep. Next one comes running up. What's your defense there?
38.
38. Okay. This one I gotta do math.
10.
I'll do you better. 12.
Okay.
We'll give you that 20%.
Pull out the critical chart.
That one is going to be a 2 points.
Okay.
You have the extra dwarven health at 75.
I have more than 75 health.
Mixed defense.
38.
38. Okay.
Me, Carter. Big
That,
me.
that one will hurt you. 38 is
I don't have any hit points.
I have 50.
Oh, well.
7 points.
Shit.
Well,
Why do you think I want to
I
say
have a little bit more.
Do I have the same DB no matter who's attacking me, or
Why do you
does
think I
it
wanna be a
deteriorate as I go? Does it deteriorate next round, or is it deteriораting right now?
As far as your hit points?
Yeah.
No, I would say by
No.
round.
Yeah. and By next round, you'll recalculate what it is.
'Cause all of
I
this is
just hit
happening
my
at the
first
same
negative.
time. So.
Okay. Yeah. 38 again.
Yep.
Okay.
Next round won't be. I have 100. No, 106 hit points.
Pretty good.
Literally.
2 more points.
No, wait. I have not hit my negative yet, 'cause I still have 2 more points.
Well, if you had 2 more points, those are gone.
I.
That'd be pretty close.
Yeah, I am. Never mind, I was doing it opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm past it.
I was gonna say you're doing really good if that was the case. Last one hits you for 5 points. So they're banging on your armor, making a big clang. You're yelling out. What do you want to do?
I start screaming, "Die, Skaven scum!" and
Okay.
I don't know how far away they are.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
You're about 10 feet from the entrance.
back myself. Jesus. Full parry disengage to right here.
You just
The
you
entrance.
you want to stay in the entrance?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't leave it. One more back.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
Okay. And okay,
Now
so
it's going to be very different.
yeah, 4 of them.
28 is 4 of them.
Because one of them's free for you.
So it's 20. Okay, 48 for the first one.
Okay. The Skaven that's in the back that was laughing at you puts out your torch.
That's fine. I got torch outside.
That's fine.
Well,
Just leaves looming shadows coming at you with swords. So what's the first one?
48.
48. Okay. We'll go with that one being the injured one.
Okay.
Okay. If it matters to you.
I'd have a 2 higher with somebody else who's not injured, so I'd rather him have a 46.
Okay, that's fine.
Hold on. 74 or divided by 4 is 18, with one person getting 20. So yeah, I would have a 46 with him.
46 for him. Okay, he is. He misses you with a clumsy and bloody swing. Another one moves up, but at this point the tunnel's narrowed in. Only 2 of them can get on you. Okay. 48.
Yep.
Okay. 48.
Well, this is the attacks before they get there, by the way.
Right.
This attacks
You're
us
right.
immediately.
You're right. He hits you for 5 points.
Now it's back to 46 for the other two.
46. Um, 5 points.
Okay.
And 5 points. Okay. Now the 2 move up to you. There's only 2 attacking you at this point.
Still minus 10, so now 28 to both.
28 on both?
Yep.
Okay. Uh, 3 points from the wounded one.
And I am still to attack, by the way.
Okay.
And I rolled a 78 for my breakage. So
Okay.
It should have been fine.
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
And what the other one has a 38? 28? 20?
Yeah, 28.
28. He hits you for 3 points.
Alrighty.
One of them runs back into the darkness, disappearing. The other one, you can hear just continuing to chuckle in the darkness, but you can't see him. 2 more move up, waiting for their opportunity to jump in. But they can't seem to get around you at this point. So your turn. What would you like to do? You got 1 wounded one without a shield, and 1 uninjured one. You want to withdraw out into the opening, or stay where you're at?
Do I hear anything behind me?
No,
Flopping
not yet.
horses,
Nope.
anything? I just take off running.
Just turn and run?
Yep.
Okay. So we got 2 of them. One of them can't hit you. So I'm assuming you want to take the attack from the wounded one?
Yes, please.
Okay. What's your defense?
I'll parry, I'm not parrying everything this time. Going up on the toast. I'll parry 20. Oh, no, I'm down to 2 negative 20. Shit. Yeah, I'll parry 24.
24?
So that'll be a 42.
42. Okay. He smacks you for 4 more points as you scramble out and up the rise that's just outside of it, past the 2 dead trees,
Okay.
and climb up over the top. You can see the group maybe 100 yards or so away, slowly riding forward, looking for you.
I'm sprinting.
Yeah, you take off at a dwarven sprint, barely faster than a halfling.
Right.
You guys are trying to catch up with the dwarf who's disappeared into the terrain. You know the rough direction he was going, but after you guys gathered your stuff, you could see him in the distance, and then he disappeared. As you come around, you think you hear singing on the wind, but you're not sure where it's coming from. And then all of a sudden you see the dwarf scramble up over a small rise and come running towards you, 2 axes out, bleeding profusely, beat up and staggered, running from something that's apparently right behind him.
Are we on horses?
I will.
Several of you are either on horses or walking your horses.
I will kick my horse in the gear and
Okay. Okay, go running up to him.
That's why I was asking.
Okay.
pulling
More horse
pistols
go.
along the way.
Yeah, you guys come riding up to him. He
If I see him
gets
getting
to a stop.
that close, I would spin around and be like,
Yeah.
where they at?
Yeah, you look around. There's no sign of him.
I hate sand.
I plop down my butt.
Okay.
I'll dismount after I see there's no.
Okay. Yeah, you guys come riding up. There's no apparent threat that you can see.
Are you bleeding? Are you alright?
Fine. My pride's hurt pretty bad. Damn rat scum.
Yeah.
Chad, you were following a ghost.
Right into a Skaven lair.
Yeah, he's bruised, but his armor seems to have held. Doesn't actually have any real wounds.
I was only fighting 5 of them, but they ran me out of the cave. A 6th one was further back.
Okay. So, can we see the entrance from where we're at?
He points you to over the edge, and there's a little rain gully or whatever, and a couple of dead trees with a low opening
Healed.
Toughness bonus.
in
Like 9
wounds.
times 5. So.
Does the druid confirm that this is the devil's
Round
bowl?
up, round down, round off.
Well, he didn't come with you.
I think you keep the decimal.
No.
Well, I mean, with the decimal times 5, you round.
Korabreth is back at the camp, still like sitting there. He's not sure why you guys are running off into the chaos waste. He's told you guys not to do that.
I say run. But I don't know.
I ask you, are you willing to try to heal me?
Me? I'll pull up spells
I
now.
pull out my lighter, of course.
He did give me the opportunity to light myself on fire.
He did.
Well done.
You couldn't kill
I
a
think we
bunch of
should go
rats.
back to the druid.
I look at you guys and say it's tight quarters, but it opens up pretty broad, deep down, or down into the cave. Like I said, there's at least 6. I don't know where when I got out to the entrance, at least 1 or 2 ran back into the cave. I don't know what they were getting, but I'd be, if you start riding forward, I'd say, be careful.
Skaven, huh?
Yep. Swords and shields is all I saw.
Is
Hey.
it like a Skaven hovel?
I'm guessing.
So there's probably more than one entrance and exit.
Yep.
I pull out my crossbow and start.
Okay, start loading it. Okay, yeah, you guys right now are maybe 20 yards or so from the where it drops down to the trees.
I think we should go back
Is my
to
hammer still
the
campfire light?
person. Druid. Think we should go
No,
back.
no. Question about how that works.
No,
Mechanics
he
of
can't
that.
come
Does that
with
mean
us.
it's
He's still
bright
back
to
at
look
that
at, like
campsite.
stupidly bright to look at?
No,
Is it an unnatural glow?
it's an unnatural glow.
That cave.
Most of everybody else, it makes them slightly uneasy to look at.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, no, it's not. It's not like
So we're
Blindingly.
lit up in an area, but it's not bright enough.
right.
Filled full of holes.
It's not
mess your
blinding.
eyeballs up.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Do we know about all the contraptions that Skaven have been known to create?
You know whatever you as a player might know.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which my player would do.
Yeah. I mean, you've heard lots and lots of stories.
Would know nothing.
Yeah.
I know
Well.
nothing about Skaven, really.
Well, no.
I really don't,
As
to be
as a
honest.
player, you know whatever you know, and it represents the myths and legends that your character may or may not have known. Now, admittedly, most of the group has never encountered Skaven in any games. Some of them have.
My God. Okay, I start telling them all the horror stories.
You're a dwarf.
Yeah,
Logically, you would know a lot more about them.
I'd expect the warpstone rifles, the flamethrowers.
I've
Rifles?
tanks.
They throw these really wicked like acid type things. They've got all type of these stink bombs. They've got rat ogres. Yeah, those are interesting.
I've heard they make death rays out of like warp,
Lots of rifles.
bigger than
yeah.
rifles,
Why
like
are we?
tank
Why are we
size
gonna mess
rifles.
with these guys?
What's a rifle that you
Well,
need?
this is where we need to go anyway.
You need like a fork to hold the barrel, and then another one holds the barrel, and then one at the end fires it.
Shouldn't we wait till day?
on wheels.
It'd be better to go during day.
Let's start scouting around, see if we can find other entrances.
They're all missed though.
The druid
I'm
though.
waiting to see if he's going to heal me.
Oh,
Rising.
okay.
He's like, dwarf started talking up somewhere now.
Hit that.
Okay,
I'm
now
making up for my sleep because I stayed up for the first shift.
druid
And
is
this is
still
currently
back
the
at the
second shift, so
campsite
I'm all
and
tired.
he's
now just so you know, the winds of magic are rather chaotic right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just. I'll
That's
get
go outside
exactly
the
what we
stones.
did.
I'll, outside the stones like a couple of days or so.
How far away it is?
No,
That's right there.
you guys had camped just outside of the bowl.
Oh. Okay.
That's why
Those stones.
that's why Korabreth was confused why you guys were running into the area, and he's still back there waiting for you guys to come back.
The whole area with chaotic.
The whole area is chaotic, but the focus is around here. You remember you guys had gone in between several druid stones that were supposedly holding the magic in.
I'll just
As-
give him a healing drop.
So
Okay.
if Skaven are at this
There you
place,
go.
we're
There's
supposed
your
to
healing.
Do you not have the ones I gave you?
Too. I didn't want to use them.
Oh, hey, I'll.
supposedly a giant thing
You
in
can
the
use
I
direction.
have no healing.
fell down. Was it a
You're gonna
giant
use it more than I am.
warp stone that sunk into the earth?
My
You better
guess.
hope.
God, find out.
Hey, the rats really love cheese. Anybody got cheese?
Why would we engage them at night? They're nocturnal creatures,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Let's just wait till daybreak then.
I agree.
See if we can find the druid again.
Where's Hilda
Yeah.
or whatever her
I'm
name
gonna
is?
start heading back to the camp.
Okay.
The recruits are gonna go with
Hey,
them.
maybe we could just leave. Maybe Hilda got eaten by the rats.
I hope no.
I cleaned off my axe.
Okay.
It's the only one that actually
It
found.
get
Well, I
any
tried
blood
to
on
make
it.
a Shield.
Your axe was clean. Only blood on it's yours.
My pride's really hurt.
You're gonna need to undertake a second Slayer's Oath, Bill.
That's right. Matt has gained a grudge.
Skaven. All Skaven must die.
That's just it being period in general.
Yeah. But more personal for him.
So you guys returning back to the camp?
Yes.
Okay. You guys head back over there. Corbreath is still sitting there. He's awake at this point since you guys all hastily gathered up all your stuff and rode off into the darkness. He said, you guys okay?
Yep.
Rat.
Fierce trouble is afoot. Skavens.
Okay. That's unusual.
Well,
Skavens are unusual. Like this is
Yeah, I've never seen any in this area.
apparently there's a Skaven hovel.
the Warpstone Central.
Okay.
Or burrow.
Burrow. Yeah.
Burrow,
Little bastards.
hiding area.
You wanna go with us?
Just one rat.
Not really. No.
Ah.
I don't have much interest in Skaven. I guess when the sun comes up, I'll gather my herbs, and you're free to do what you want. Devil's Bowl's right there. I'll stay out here.
You'll stay, but you'll
Does he
stay
point
over
the direction
here,
of the
He-
where we just came from?
Yeah, like I said, there's several large stones that surround and mark the perimeter of
Right.
the Devil's Bowl. According to him, the ancient druids erected those to hold and maintain the chaos magic into the area.
Doing a great job. Okay.
But
Is the air around here especially muddy or like
the air?
wet?
The air is neither muddy or wet.
The area.
Area, no, dry and sandy.
I swear I thought you said air too.
I thought he did.
This air is so muddy.
You see, we don't know, but we're swimming in mud the whole time.
Yeah, the other than your general sense of unease, and several of you are still fairly skittish from ever since you went out of the original town into this region. The only thing of note is the green moon in the air in the sky above you still. It's been full and hanging above you pretty much the last 2 nights. During the day, it's hot, dry, and dusty. During the night, it smells of mold and mushrooms. Gets a little bit cooler, but that's about it.
I feel like it's home at night, except for the green. Actually, I think phosphorus and moss. I think it's awesome.
So the map we found, could that be marking major spots where the warpstone landed? From more sleeves, whatever it did, that launched off chunks of it.
Sneeze.
I say we just get a good night's sleep. We can all sleep, then we can think about it in the morning.
I honestly agree with that. Even though it's the
Skaven are
wizard's
gonna come out and
plan.
slit our throats in the dark.
Raise your
That's why
hammer.
we have
No.
watches. We've had watches the past few nights.
Okay.
Why?
We're outside of
Your
those
soldiers,
stones, correct?
that's why.
Yes.
Good
They
point.
didn't come out previously.
Maybe they didn't know we were here.
Well,
Now
Maybe
they
they
do.
can't. Maybe they can't.
yeah.
Maybe they're trapped inside They were just excited for some
Magic.
fresh meat.
Yeah, could be true. Could be true. Could
So
be
you guys got about 6 hours before sunrise.
I'm rolling my bedroll.
Who's
Okay.
on watch? Me?
I think you were. I think that's why you grabbed your axe and took off.
You and I first.
Yeah.
And when I hear you guys,
Yeah.
I'm
Wait,
thinking
which shift are we on?
first one.
It's still the
Yeah.
first
You still have
shift.
8 hours? Alright, that means somebody else is going to be up after me. I'm going to bed.
Aye,
Wait, no,
aye.
I'll finish my shift.
Okay.
Thank goodness. Then I'm waking up whoever's next.
Okay.
I'm going to sleep.
It was Adam that was in the first shift, and then me.
So who's on the second shift?
Me. Dad and Carter.
Okay. What is your perceptions?
Oh,
Well, I find this area to be generally unpleasant. 39.
Yeah, then I.
oh, 37.
Skill.
I don't have perception.
33.
Okay.
I have perception skill. and it's still
The night passes uneventfully, other than a sense of being watched from different areas. Once or twice, you hear some scrabbling or scratching sounds, I guess, or like sounds of rock on sand sliding around in the distance, but nothing within view of the campfire.
Well, that's not anything new, is it? I mean, I feel like the feeling of being watched has been this entire time.
Yes, except now you have the dwarf telling you horror stories about Skaven.
Gather around my campfire.
Yes.
I do
Let me
have
tell a
story.
tale.
I do have storytelling.
Are any of you skittish?
Yes.
No.
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
I only have 21 skill.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
I am. Yeah, I wrote it
Okay,
down.
give me a cool test.
Evolution based. My stories are not very good.
100.
Okay.
Not a
It
problem.
has personality.
Literally, I rolled
What's that?
100.
It has personality.
That's fine.
If you run away, I swear to God.
170 something.
Okay.
74.
Anybody else skittish?
No.
Thought you.
I am skittish, but
Okay.
I sleep.
Well, let's see.
You wake up.
You wake up in the cave.
Okay, new dice, don't do this. I'm gonna actually skip tonight. Oh. Cool. 121.
Okay. So the two of you are able to get some sleep, leaving you only with the inherent -10 for being skittish. In the morning, the sun dawns, rises, leaving a pale reddish glow across everything. The sand here is less yellowish tan and more of a rusty red, especially as you get into the perimeter of the Devil's Bowl itself. Cora Breath warns you to be cautious, especially if these rat creatures he was describing are actually here. In the meantime, I guess I'll meet you here this evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind
Hopefully.
waiting until then.
Well, he's going to go off and gather his herbs that he needs.
Right. I meant like still be here tonight. And
I should be, yes.
just leave
How
it.
big is this Devil's Bowl?
From the looks of it, maybe a mile and a half across.
Just wondering if we need to take the horses in or not.
Horses are skittish.
And if we're going inside a tunnel,
That's what I was
that he
thinking.
said was small anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
I know, small
And if
for
we
a
leave
dwarf.
them out by
Unless
the
you wanna feed
entrance.
It must be like very tiny.
You guys are gonna love the traps they set. It's gonna be fantastic.
Then I think you know what you're looking for. You can go first.
If we end up bringing the horses, I feel like maybe my recruits or one of my recruits could stay outside to make sure they don't get eaten.
Yep. Leave him all by himself. Good,
I was
good
gonna- I
idea.
feel like if he couldn't fight them, your one recruit isn't going to be able to fight them either.
Imperial train.
Keep in mind, y'all. I went
we do
into
have
the
a
cave,
halfling.
and it's a single entrance, and yet two came in from behind me, and the kid goes to a Y. Two came from the right. Two came from the left.
Skin tunnel.
So,
Maybe they're on the ceiling.
it could be. Could be.
Spiders
Terrifying
cave
to think about.
Now,
I've
only
used
two
Skaven a
got-
few times in the past. They're pretty horrendous.
Only 2 came down. You did.
You didn't see the rest.
Yeah, didn't see the rest.
rat cave.
And I have no torches left. I had to leave my torches behind.
I have a lantern.
Okay.
Burning torches left and right.
That's what you do with torches.
Your hammer's plenty enough.
Did you ever play the original Aliens vs Predator game on the PC?
I
That was the
don't.
best game ever.
for your
I think I did
if we
briefly.
bring the horses
It was a
to
shooting game at the time. I'm not really big on those competitive wise.
The xenomorphs could run on the ceilings and the walls and stuff, and your perception would change. Like if you're on the ceiling, you'd be upside down and all this other stuff.
Because I mean, there's
so
gonna be
much
a lot
fun.
of stuff in that
I was
stuff,
playing
guess.
as Marines, and it was just
You wanna watch your
terrifying.
backs for sure.
It was
you know?
terrifying.
And
Remember they had
it'd
like
be
the
a
big
very
rocket
big
nuke
waste of
type
money
thing you could
if
use.
all the horses ended
My
up
buddy
dead.
was playing as a
Yeah.
xenomorph, and he popped down from the
I
ceiling,
think I'm going
and he
to
just
do
went like
Okay.
this and looked at me, and I just happened to be looking at it, and I went hit him in the face with a rocket. It was like the best moment ever.
that. Hey, Dad,
It's
So-
20 years later, I still remember it so
Wait, yeah.
clearly.
So,
are we bringing the horses with us? Yes or no?
Do we trust the druid guy to protect him?
Yep.
No.
I'm not staying.
Like he's collecting herbs.
Yeah.
So they
So-
basically be.
Yeah, he has his own reason for being here to get plants and everything. He's not going to watch your horses.
And I
You're
wouldn't
welcome to-
mind his guys standing at the entrance,
I think
watching our
yeah,
backs.
you keep
Yeah.
your recruits here to protect the entrance and the horses.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
I mean,
Man, I have so much invested in my horse.
All
My
I,
horse is amazing.
yeah. If me and my recruits stay
Yeah, look.
outside,
That's
all
why
I
they
ask
skate
is
in like
you
that.
guys find
I got
characters.
as much invested personally in the whole rest of the horses.
Well, that includes a lot of
Take
our
that.
own money.
No, without everybody else's money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to get all the
How much
horses.
did you put in?
58 of my own gold. That was everything I had left. No joke.
Now all he has is his name and
But I'm
nobility.
a bounty hunter now, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Hit that.
What?
Since I'm staying outside, if you guys.
Oh, you're
find
staying
some-
outside?
Yeah, with my recruits. They're
Hold on.
I thought-
The shield tank
I thought you were coming with us, but
yeah.
is
The
gonna
soldiers
stay
will stay outside while the peasants go in and explore the scavens.
Hey, if we're worried about the horses, I'm always available.
these two are range. If they
But
get to
I would be
melee,
willing
they
to
are
go in.
dead.
Okay, then leave them outside. Or
You're not.
How about all four of us
Exactly.
come in
So
and
you
we
go
don't
in.
I have an
we
idea.
don't bring the horses.
What if we
and all
swap
four of
teams?
us
We
come
send the recruits in, and we say protect the horses.
That's awesome. I'll
Yeah.
follow him.
That's a good
What's
idea.
that?
We send the recruits in, and we protect the horses.
You got it.
Oh.
I'll be right behind
Here's-
you.
Here's the good news, guys.
We still have a-
As a bounty hunter, I've picked up the ability to track things. If that helps.
We have a whole bowl we have to look for, not just this hole. Why don't we continue to explore for a little bit before we decide to go
Do we have any more
delving
grenades?
into a... Huh?
Do we have any more grenades?
We've asked.
they're-
I'd love to roll one of them right down there.
Yeah, they're all piss soaked.
We
So.
always ask. I feel like every game we always ask if we have any more
Hey,
grenades.
we can always go back to Nolan real quick.
I don't think they'd allow
I don't
me to
think
buy
so real
grenades
quick to
again.
any of them.
Yeah, they wouldn't.
I say we explore the bowl before we go down there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Exactly.
Okay. So you're going to spend a couple of hours wandering the bowl and seeing if there's anything else of note?
Might as well do it on the horse. I mean,
At least find
Faster
the
to
impact,
move around
or
anyway.
unless this
Exactly.
entire
We
thing's
have- we
the
have a
impact.
The
whole
entire
horse
thing is the impact.
That's
Yeah,
a
so-
big piece then.
Uh huh.
yeah.
Okay.
Not really that big.
Well, I mean, there would be a very centralized point to it. If it was not very big, even if it was a basketball size,
Right.
there'd be a centralized point at some point. Unless, I mean, over the years, right?
Right. Yeah.
I see what you mean. I want to see if they've been digging it out, though. So, yeah, I'm with you. Let's go.
Okay.
What if they would drown if they weren't doing anything? Because if it rained, it would just like fill up with water.
It's sand.
Oh, never mind.
See, Sailor always
We're
thinks
gonna-
water.
Yeah.
Okay.
It rains, it must,
further away
it must
it
make a
gets,
pond.
Kind of build a little
I
search
can
grid.
swim and
Okay.
they cannot.
You guys spread out a little bit, ride your horses, and run the perimeter, run through the entire area. It definitely appears to be a large bowl. Here and there, you spot the boulders, rubble, things like that just have existed in this area. There definitely seems to be quite a bit of rain erosion and water erosion, at least, although there's no sign of any water in the place. You don't find anything else really of note in the area, at least not cave openings or buildings or anything like that. There's no sign of excavation as such, no mining operation or anything like that. But as you guys get further into the central area, you start seeing different patches of plants that are strange colors, purples, yellows, bright reds, things like that. And after a little bit, you start getting the two of you at least start to get the distinct impression that the plants aren't stationary, and are numerous and so forth. You could have sworn in some case you saw one of the vines move a little bit as you guys rode past it.
Okay.
The druid absolutely told us to stay away from odd plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would heed that warning, but I'd also ask you. You said you could track. Have you seen any sign of it, the horses or the other group?
What's your skill?
It is 50.
50. You have found no other tracks.
Okay. No. Nope. Doesn't seem like they were here at all.
Yeah, doesn't look like anybody has been in this area for quite some time, or perhaps those plants are even covering up tracks.
Maybe they went into the Skaven nest to find the warpstone.
Yeah, the only thing of note appears to be those two dead trees at the entrance. Everything else is barren and empty.
This is an impact crater, correct?
Yes.
What's at the center of the impact crater?
We haven't got there.
Yeah, the plants become more numerous the further you go into the center, and you can see up ahead, it's like this field that sort of radiates out from that central point.
Ah, shit.
I'm going there, Dorothy.
Need a flamethrower.
Maybe the Skavens have one.
Yeah,
But
there's a sweet honey-like smell on the air.
Seems dangerous.
Add more pretty flames to your hand.
What are the horses doing?
Resisting your directions for the most part. They want to leave.
Okay. So they're not attracted to this.
They're definitely not attracted. The two war horses are relatively calm. The riding horses are particularly skittish.
Okay. All right, are we gonna go to the
Underground? Yeah.
Are we actually gonna fight the Skaven or leave it be? I at least want to get
what's
to
the
the
whole
bones.
purpose of us being here?
We gotta
Well,
find that at token.
We're looking for
Yeah, this is the last place.
And we think she's here?
Atelka the Hunt.
Yeah, this is
she
the last
She
place
came this
we-
direction and she told him that's where he was going.
And that's where the
Told the
town
druid.
said, told us that she went to.
He told
So you think she's
Boston.
down in the Skaven borough?
Skaven speak
Common.
whatever, yeah.
Reichspiel.
Reichspiel.
Reichspiel, yeah.
So he just needs some
Or
strength.
were they
stone
speaking
going.
Kazalin? I guess I should ask that.
They were speaking Reichspiel.
Okay.
All right, let's go down there. Maybe we can capture a leader
Actually, I
or
guess
something.
I guess they probably would have been speaking Kozalid, because they wouldn't necessarily assume you can speak Reichspiel.
Okay.
What's Kozalin?
Dwarf.
Dwarf.
Oh, okay.
And I would say, hey, maybe they'll talk to it. They did ask me to surrender.
And you didn't kill any of them.
Nope. Broke a shield.
We can diplomatize.
Ran away like a goblin.
We can ask them. We can ask them to surrender.
Yeah, you know you just twisted that knife in his side. That was dirty. His face was immediately like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, it really was. I was like, oh.
He ran away just like he did at the mine.
Oh, man. It's made it personal.
Hey, he's afraid of nothing.
He's a
Every
slayer.
single time he ends up running away.
That's right. Every time he leaves a cave, his life changes.
And he didn't run away when we fought the ghouls.
All right, let's go. Shield guy, you lead the charge.
Oh, so we're not leaving anything outside?
No, we'll just leave the horses tied up to the trees, honestly. I mean, really. If you want to leave somebody out there, you can, but...
I can stay out there, but I can't promise if we get into it.
Last time you were flying, issues happened, so...
Yeah.
Last time we left you with some type of animal, it died.
away. That horse was a
Is there a way
This
It's
wizard in the
only
house.
to...
No, that's funny. It ran away. I'm telling you.
time
There's a
Is
blood
there a way
trail
to
clearly going off that direction.
I put that there so we knew our way back.
It's got freedom of movement
Drop some blood.
without...
Being
So,
able to
like,
run.
Well,
You guys
Yeah.
underestimate me.
You-
the reason I ask
you-
is because I don't want this horse to be stuck there and be defenseless. Because a war horse can fight back.
Sure,
Even a regular horse would fight back against a Skaven.
it would.
If it can't run.
Right, a regular horse would run. A
Right.
war horse would try to fight, and if it got scared or overwhelmed, it would run.
Right.
So you can tie it up and give it some movement, but it's still going to be at a big disadvantage, regardless if it's tied up.
The warhorse, I just would leave.
I'm just, yeah.
Yeah, the war horses are trained enough that you tell them to stay, they're going to stay there until you tell them otherwise. Barring an ogre or something like that scaring them away, A warhorse will still run if something causes terror. But if it's just something attacking it, like a Skaven or something like that, it'll stand there and fight and defend itself unless it gets badly injured.
Does a rat ogre count as a giant?
He didn't clarify yet. It's going to be.
It clarifies as rat.
It's right on the cover of the book.
Yeah, I know what it is.
So who's going in first? You guys approach the cave. Grun says this is the way,
Yep.
and walks up.
Can we fit in 2 by?
I'm still wondering who's watching the horse.
The entrance is low,
Okay.
maybe 4 or 5 feet or so. He walks in stooping just a little bit, but as soon as he goes in, he stands up, and the tunnel inside is fairly spacious.
Width-wise, 2 wide?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay,
It's like 4 or 5
when we get into a
depending on the specific area. Yeah.
If there was a way to get the horses past the entrance, I would say just bring them in and leave people right there at the entrance to guard the horses. But they're not getting away quick.
You said 4 or 5 feet high.
Yeah,
There's no way a horse fits. in there.
yeah. Horse, not with any sense of ease or whatever. So, I mean, you can leave the horses out. The question is whether or not you're leaving anybody to guard them or keep an eye on them.
We got the recruits. Might as well put the recruits there.
The what?
The recruits?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
If
agree.
you're
I say
willing
leave
to.
the recruits there. At least one of them can yell down the tunnel if something.
Or they could abandon the horses if they got overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they can just keep an eye out.
Mhm.
I mean, more protect our back than anything.
Look at it this way: if the Skaven are attacking the recruits and the horses, that's less Skaven for us to worry about in the tunnels.
That's right.
So, your shield guy in front with
1,005 down to 1,000.
with a meat shield. Because
Okay, are you going first?
sure.
We should have
Soldier with
I'll-
shield,
We should have
specialty.
we should have an armored person in the rear also.
I'll stay in the rear.
I
So-
have armor.
Okay, Dad, the
Yes.
person staying outside and his orders specifically are to go down the tunnel if you become under attack
Okay.
and hold your ground.
Okay. Are you leaving both recruits or just one of them?
Better do both.
yeah, well,
It's my 2 worst skills.
Don't leave one guy out there by himself.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave the halfling and
Okay.
Adam out
Okay. Halfling can easily run into the cave.
there. Yeah.
He can cook us dinner too. He'll cook us a Skaven. It'll be
That's right.
delicious.
Okay. So Grund and Anders are going to take the lead. I'm gathering.
Yep.
Who wants to go after them?
I'll follow behind.
Okay. So that would be
Milton and Isaac.
Isaac
I preferably want to be in the middle somewhere.
and Milton. Okay. So in the middle would be Erdem.
I will also be in the middle because the
With-
wizards need to stay together.
That's right. All the wizards in the middle. So Dip and Erdem take in the middle. Who is going to take that?
Ever spend that XP?
That leaves the priest for the rear. Anybody else? So you're providing light and rear guard. Okay.
Do I need again? I have all the skills.
Shield. Is that
Like
something I
200.
could, in theory, hold in front of me that I could drop, or do you say in order to
What type of shield is it?
You have to go find
one of those
A normal
goblin
shield?
shields? Yeah.
That'd be a normal shield. Yeah, you'd have to actually be wearing it to hold on to it.
What if my intention is I don't want to use it in melee combat? It's just to
That's
block
what it
arrows
is.
if they have it.
That's fine.
Alright.
I'll give you half the benefit if you're just holding it awkwardly.
Okay, real quick, what light are we
This
using?
I mean, it's still 10 points, but
Hammer.
I'm trying to get it to
Have you
make
seen the meme where it's like the wizards?
because they can't parry a missile weapon without a shield.
correct.
But it takes actions to get a shield off.
That's exactly what he does.
Takes an action, yeah.
Right, we're using,
I'll just wear it.
Okay.
we're using the hammer, correct?
I'm gonna light a lantern
Okay.
and have it hanging off my pack
Okay.
as a alternative light source in case my hammer fucks me.
Okay. So you're going to hang a burning oil lantern off the backpack?
There's a barbarian you could ask about how that works.
That was our first game.
I will hold it in my left hand.
That's probably a better
I'll
idea.
hold it in my left hand.
You could always throw it at the Skaven or something like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't work, just so you know. First game ever, barbarian, I'm like, I threw a torch, and I fumbled, and I set myself on fire.
Drop the torch into his backpack.
In my backpack.
Roll.
I rolled a 1. Just completely failed.
He was a first level barbarian.
You know what's funny is
That was
those
smart.
fumble cards. I played an
Carter's
entire
off
game
talking
with those
to
fumble
goblins.
cards, and there was one player, I can't remember who it was. I think
I
it was,
made friends
did you ever
with
play
the
Kara, my now ex-girlfriend, but every time she pulled a fumble card, it helped her.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
We were like, what the hell?
The first edition ones, they had things like you're deafened and they're using sonic attacks.
Yeah, it was like, man, I mean, every time. She
Yeah.
I don't know what's the problem, guys.
Yeah, she was playing a monk, and every single time she would fumble and like blind herself right before the Medusa attacked. Never had a drawback from any of it, but just lucked out. With the new set, what's fun is you draw a fumble card, and I just tell them, okay, make a fortitude save, and everybody knows now it's pass or you're dead.
Wow.
It explodes dead.
Like, yeah, there's a number of them that are you lop off the head, or they explode from a spell or whatever, and they get a fortitude save to survive. Otherwise, they're just dead.
Yep.
Wow.
So far,
Devin got his head chopped off.
Couple-
Robin died
A
that
couple
way.
people have died that way.
the dragon got his head eaten.
So,
Didn't the dragon get his head eaten?
No.
anyways, you guys climb into the cave. It's dusty. It's dirty. There are some scattered pieces of wood right by the entrance.
Check for traps.
Looks like possibly a broken shield of some sort.
Yeah, it was one of their shields.
There is no sign of Skaven or any rat creatures like the dwarf has described in great detail last night.
And there was dead trees.
There were 2 dead trees outside flanking the entrance to the cave.
They were carved, correct?
No,
They were not.
they were not. They were bleached white wood in a oddly humanoid shape,
Okay.
flanking either side of the entrance.
I really want to cut it
Do
down
they seem
to-
familiar from what I saw, or no? From
From what?
trying to think of that town. I went with the vineyards.
No, doesn't
Okay.
seem like that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
tried burning one and it didn't burn.
Yeah. Okay. You have the priest has a lantern and his hammer. And
Anybody in the front got one? You bought a bunch of lanterns, didn't you?
Did I?
Yeah, I know you did. We were all together when we were buying stuff.
I'm gonna head. Which way did I happen to see which way they ran when I saw them run off?
No.
Okay.
you had your tail behind you at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you came and gave it.
Well, I love this. I'm gonna go. Right.
Mr. Troll Slayer.
I go to the
Giant
bones
Slayer at this
first.
point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still there?
The what to the bones? Okay. Yeah, you guys head up to the central area. Just inside, right in the center, the passageway turns to the left and slopes downward slightly. To the right, it slopes slightly upward.
Okay.
In the center, in some obviously disturbed dirt in the ground, you see several bones sticking out of the dirt.
Looks like the rats were chewing.
And I'm starting to dig on those. Dig at it. So
You're starting to poke at it when the rat showed up.
I go ahead and start put away my hand axe, pull out a dagger, and start trying to dig them up.
Okay. You dig through it. What's the rest of you guys doing?
Is this holy ground?
Not that you can tell.
No, I have holy visions.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
not that you can tell.
Out of here? Is that what your plan is? Okay.
The guy wants to be put the rest. That ghost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
so
take.
like,
I'm gonna
you
take
want
my
to dig them up,
position.
take them out there,
Yeah.
and then come back.
I mean, your visions and readings seem a little bit skewed right now. There's something interfering with it, but you don't get the sense that this is holy ground.
Okay.
And the wizard confirms that the winds of magic here are very chaotic.
All right. I'm gonna put a little blessing onto the bones.
Okay, as he digs them out.
Yeah, it digs them out and
Okay.
Sigmar protect and blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Take position, looking down the left
Trigger a
corner.
flamethrower.
Okay.
Fucking reanimated by accident.
Inside is what appears to be a human skeleton, buried only a few inches under the dirt.
I pack it up as best I can. carry it with me.
It collapses easily.
Right. Fine. I packed it up as best I can to give this guy proper burial.
It's a collapsible skeleton.
Nice and important.
Assemble your own human. Flat back.
It's one of those fancy IKEA ones.
And then I
Damn it, Sean.
I'm gonna go to the slope up past
Okay.
the way first.
Okay, gonna head that way?
Yep.
Okay. You guys head over there. After 30 feet or so, you're met with what looks like a cave-in. Rubble and stone and everything has fallen in from the sides and is blocking the tunnel. The entire place is blocked with no apparent entrance or way through. Although from the layout of the cave, it looks like there would be something, there'd be at least some further distance beyond it.
I have mining and geology.
Okay.
I want to try to just basically evaluate it to see if I think that this is a true or has it been disguised to block an entrance or.
It looks to be relatively fresh.
Okay.
As far as a cave-in. You can hear on the other, from beyond it, some sort of scraping sound.
Probably an undead.
You'd estimate, I mean, depending on how deep it is, an hour or two of effort.
We should probably. I was just thinking, since cave in, we should probably spread out a little. Maybe give 10 feet between each person.
Okay.
So that if there is a cave in, an intentional cave in, that we're not all just buried at once and we end the campaign.
That sounds good.
Yeah, you also see there is
Left their praise.
Campaign starts with 2 recruits.
recent is relative. I mean, to you it looks recent, within 30 years.
Okay. I
Okay.
was gonna say that's about half my age.
Yeah, that's recent for you. There does seem to be recent work trying to clear some of the rubble. Some of the stones are chipped. Some of them seem out of place, etc.
tools.
No tools.
But I think I can probably clear or cut away through it in 30 minutes. or
A couple of hours worth of focused effort.
Okay.
Any bones sticking out of the dirt?
No,
Let's go back to
he picked up all the bones, put them in his backpack.
I would explain what I see and what my interpretation of it all to everyone, and I say, ask anybody else if they hear the scraping sound from the other side.
Perception checks.
Audio perception check so I don't get my half. Or being
125.
Okay.
What?
106.
Yeah.
Did you say 145?
125.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, you definitely hear something scraping. It sort of gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Am I
50.
seeing?
102.
Okay.
Am I seeing tracks moving up to
That
this
doesn't
area?
sound
Like,
natural.
like he's looking for.
There are tracks around the dirt where he said he initially ran into these rat-like creatures. There are tracks in the southern tunnel as well, but then the tracks disappear.
They disappear into one section. Does it look like?
No.
Okay.
So why are the rats trying to free whatever was inside this?
hello? You hear me?
Stop that.
Why?
Okay.
Dude, do you really want to fight whatever on the other side of this?
Not really.
Then let's go the other way. I don't want to fight this.
All I want to do is hear if I hear a human voice respond.
You knock on the stone or whatever. After a moment, you think you hear somebody from the other side say, in a weak voice, "Help!"
It's like Ghosty Joe. He tells you I want my bones picked up.
Do we all hear the help or just him?
Just him.
Maybe
You guys didn't want to listen to anything.
You're goddamn right.
The 30 years behind a cave-in, whatever it is, can't be alive. So, not even unless there's good food sources and water sources and all that on the other side.
Undead.
I think it's undead, yeah.
Don't forget the druid said time acts strange here in the Devil's Bowl.
Well, you're right.
Maybe it's that guy.
But whoever it is has been there long enough. I say,
Dead guy.
be right back.
Could be
Got some danger on this side. Need to deal with first. And I put the
Okay.
dagger
He starts talking to the rocks like dwarfs do.
As I walk away, I say, "Somebody on the other side of that said help." And I keep walking
Okay.
to the downslope.
Okay.
I go.
Oh,
right
but I
now.
do push us two apart. So I'll walk
Keep some
by
distance?
one wall. Yeah, keep some distance. Like he said, I like the idea of what he said.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep us separate.
That way, if there's a cave in, only some of you are dead.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm pushing.
And I will try to keep an eye on things to see if I can tell if there's a weak points or hey, we're at risk here or whatever.
Okay.
Because I am an actual miner, so not a by
Okay.
class, but by
You're a minor.
skills.
Age.
Background.
How old are you guys, by the way? I think I'm probably,
I'm
you're all
seven.
humans.
Yeah,
I'm
you're far the
17.
oldest one.
I'm 7.
31.
21.
You're old.
You guys head to the western passageway. It descends, and you can hear the sound of rushing water.
Really?
Okay.
I'm 23.
It goes through a narrow gap in the tunnel,
Okay.
only a few feet across.
Stone room.
Stone.
Okay.
Okay. And on the other side is a large, flat, rocky area overlooking a interior cave river of some sort. Solid stream comes in through one side with a bit of a rush and then disappears into the wall on the other side. Looking around, there is what looks like the remnants of some sort of campsite. There's a old campfire. Some signs of wood that's been burned and that sort of stuff. Looks like somebody has stayed here with a fire, but
I'll go ahead
other
and
than
pop
that,
out.
okay.
Look around. I say, found the campsite. Apparently, it's not a lair.
Is there any heat coming off from the?
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you know if Skaven's don't just?
What is the
We just kill him.
detritus of the campsite?
It just like a pile of wood and some burnt wood around the campfire.
Okay, so there's not like sleeping bags.
No,
or
no,
anything
nothing like that.
Okay.
From the looks of it, the fire's been it hasn't been burning for quite some time. It's cold.
Let me ask you this. I'm not a tracker, so I stop if I really. He's already in the campsite, but I try to keep everybody else out, and I say, hey, let's see if this was a Tulkas. Take a look at this. See if you can tell if there's been multiple like.
Give me a roll.
bed rolls.
roll. It comes out being 90.
90. Okay. You can't tell if this was a Telka. She didn't leave a name. But the campsite, from what you can tell, the fire has been dead for at least several days.
It's like a Telka's
I was
toy.
thinking like, I love
Tell you what,
chaos.
If you've ever been around military guys, when they're bored at a campsite, they will scroll rocks, they'll do all types of
So
stuff.
Kilroy was here, right
Yeah,
there on the wall.
yeah.
So if there's anything like that, these signs that we can possibly find.
Sure. I mean, there's some miscellaneous graffiti. It written in Reichspiel.
Totally can read it. You guys want to look at it though?
I can read right still.
It doesn't. They translate it on your behalf, but no. It doesn't say anything specific, but it appears to be some sort of commoner or a member of the Empire had camped here.
Gotcha.
All right. Is
Empire
there any
rats.
other way out other than the water?
No.
Come look up any ropes or anything. Anything across it.
Is there a passage on the other side?
Nope.
It's a pretty damn good
So we're just in a
campsite.
cavern with a river going through the middle of it.
Yep.
It's a
Well,
fantastic
on the
campsite.
side.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about it. This is a fantastic campsite.
Alright,
Pretty
everyone who
defensible.
can't swim, dive into the water.
It's pretty fast moving. Right?
Skaven swim?
Yeah. You ever seen a rat swim?
Nope. Pretty good swimmer.
Ooh. Yeah.
Watch right.
I know. I see. That's all I know.
So is that it?
Lead balloon.
So
We got
That's
three
all
or
that's
a bunch
in
of great
this-
anchors.
cave.
In the side, yes.
Give me a boat.
Okay.
I'll sail it.
Yeah, we got.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to dig out the other side, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Head back up.
Well, it's
Okay.
obvious. There's obvious there's secret passages right here and here. The question is how do we find them?
Yeah,
We don't. We leave.
Does at any point does the roof change height?
Does the roof change height?
Yeah, like down the slope, does the roof stay at its height that we were originally, or does it slope down with us?
It slopes down with you.
Okay.
I mean, it's a natural cavern. It has some variation to it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll thoroughly check this side before we move on, but
Okay.
up to and including if there's maybe a trail like down at the edge of the water, does a cave go back under, or is there anything like that? You know, some people won't look down into a running river and they'll miss that. So.
Right. Yeah, on where the water is rushing by,
Yeah.
the water itself is freezing cold. Coming through the area, there's a lot of water spray and so forth, but where the flat stone is, where they were camping, on the water side, where it sort of leans over a little bit of the water, underneath that you find what looks like a hollowed out area. That would about the size of maybe a large basketball or something like that.
Okay, is there anything in it?
Nothing in it currently.
I'll stick my hand in it anyway. Just
Currently.
Okay, so carry it off in the current.
put my hand in it anyway just to make sure. That
Yeah, you reach down there. Basketballs would do that; they'd float. Yeah, it seems. I mean, it's empty. Your hands feel bitterly cold with the freezing water, but it feels like it's not natural,
Okay.
like it would have been carved out or formed in some form.
Okay. Maybe we need to place bones there.
No. That's not putting them to rest.
So you can pull water.
Okay, well, I think somebody retrieved something from here. Does it look like it was mined out?
No. It looks like this hollow looks like it was concealed under the water underneath the ledge.
Okay.
Without knowing it's there or without considering looking there. You would have never seen it or been aware of it. But it feels more like a depression or a bowl in the side where something would have been placed.
Right. But just a hidey hole or something.
Yeah.
And there's no exits at all, like even like the water goes over the top, there's a hole back underneath it. There's
No, the water comes out of the wall.
okay.
Basically at the top, it's like spraying out almost, and disappears under the wall on the other side.
Gotcha. Got nothing.
I can't swim. So
I'm not even getting near that water. So
I was waiting the whole time, like something's gonna drive you.
that would have been the end of you. Oh man!
we're all just like,
Hey,
Back out the tunnel.
There he goes.
alright.
Shit! I don't like this.
go
I'll
get
head
it.
over to the collapse area.
Okay.
And there's nothing, I mean, I have seen no other signs that the rats could have came from or gotten out of anything.
Hasn't been any sign of anything like that.
Okay.
Let's dig through the tunnel.
I'm just gonna kind of randomly smack the walls and stuff with my hammer as we're walking through.
Okay.
Are you trying to collapse it on yourself?
No, but obviously they got in and out of here somehow.
There's an entrance.
Well, you guys are digging. I'm gonna go out front and
We
check
did
on the.
sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
found
going.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as he is
I'm
not anywhere
personally
near
not
me,
even that
and
strong.
please don't
I
do
only
that
got
between me and
35.
the exit. Good.
I hit it hard. I'm just tapping it.
Okay.
Yeah, wherever you tap it, I mean, it's more packed dirt
Right.
than stone.
It's stone back down where the river is, though. Right?
Down there, yes. Down below, it's stone. Up here, there is stone in the dirt, obviously, but it's more dirt and sand than rock. So tapping it even lightly, I mean, you're breaking and chipping pieces off.
Is there structure in here holding up the ceiling, or is it just like sandstone?
No
Sandstone.
beams or anything
No
like
beams.
that.
No. Natural cavern.
Okay, I'll go out front. If you're going, I'll go.
Yeah.
So sound natural.
Command a
to me.
pick. Shovel.
Nope.
Damn it.
Maybe it's just
I
all
have a
slow.
giant hammer.
Maybe it's all
For
slow.
what?
You can beat the earth into submission.
Falling so slowly.
Alright. I take out my battle axe
Okay.
and start trying to use it like a spade.
Okay.
Dig my way
And you go check on the guards?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys head back out. They say, it's all quiet. It's been 30 minutes or so. Looks like the sun's currently going down.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Find words
Hold
different.
on.
Oh, we walked around the bowl.
Yeah.
A couple of.
Yeah, you guys spent half the day at least doing that.
I'll help him out. I'll grab a one of the chunks of the dwarven shield
Okay.
and just use it as a,
What dwarven shield?
or not the Skaven shield.
Not much left of that. It wasn't very sturdy to begin with, and it got shattered. I mean, you can get sticks and stuff to help dig.
Yeah,
That's not a problem. It's not like you have a shield or whatever.
No, I figured as much.
Okay.
And all I have is a buckler, so I'm
I'll
not
watch the
I'm not gonna destroy my buckler.
leading to the campsite.
Got a goblin shield.
Okay.
We'll use that.
I have a goblin shield on my horse. And a goblin sword. I'll go grab
Where?
the goblin shield and
Well,
use
here.
it as a.
Just use this goblin shield.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you and so Frederick and Grund are going to start be digging.
Let's take turns on this so we're not exhausted at the end of this.
Oh, I'm not.
But
No.
you're not a prissy little bitch
Oh,
anymore.
I'm still a pretty little bitch.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
fine.
going to.
I just know
I'm
bounties.
going to observe the
Are
cavern
you gonna dig?
and make sure it's not going to collapse on himself.
I'm
Okay.
not that
So
strong,
Anders
I-
and Milton head back outside.
This is not water. This is,
I'm actually not
Isaac
strong,
is
I'm
keeping
very
an eye on the other tunnel.
I will supervise the digging.
Okay. Dip tells him which rocks to move.
I'm gonna
Um,
when I'm out there, I'm gonna actively check out these trees.
Toughness
They're the
and
only
dodge,
tall
I've got
vegetation that's odd.
Yes.
So I'm gonna see if they're natural, if there's anything like if he said the Skaven came in behind him too, somehow they would have had to get past us to get in there, I think. So
Okay. Do you have any sort of horticulture skills or
tracking skill.
other than just tracking?
Look and see if there's any
Okay.
I think geology lore would be pretty good for that.
I got outdoor surviving,
Okay.
but
Oh, it should?
Yes.
charm animal, not charm tree.
No. I mean, you see plenty of signs of your own tracks, disturbing the dirt and so forth. No sign of anything else.
While I'm outside,
It's almost like the Skaven don't exist.
while I'm
Basement.
outside, I'm going
There
to
ones.
investigate the trees. Like, are they hollow or
No.
no?
I mean, unless you want to cut one open, you
no.
don't. They don't seem to be hollow.
No. Do they have any like little holes in them, like where they, like somebody could put something in it, like stash
No.
something?
Nothing like that. I mean, they have tiny holes where bugs have been eating them.
So where the corpse was at, right? We didn't find any clothing or paraphernalia like rusted sword or
Nope.
anything like that.
They
Nope,
probably-
just a collapsible skeleton.
Corpse on fire. Burned it.
Burn.
Probably just bones.
Does fire completely burn bones?
Time acted weird. That's my thought.
Maybe.
Okay. So Frederick and Grund, you guys start digging away.
But we will take turns between the two of us.
Okay. Yeah, you pace yourself. Takes a couple of hours. An hour or two in, the sun sets. Moon rises again. The other moon rises along with it. Much brighter and stronger in the area.
When that happens, I step back into the
Okay.
tunnel. I'm still looking out, but
Oh,
I know about. Is there a big green face this time around?
No big green
No?
face
Oh,
on it.
that's good.
Okay. About an hour in or so, as you guys are digging.
I'm listening.
Yeah, you're listening to the whole thing. Suddenly you hear what sounds like almost a sigh echoing through the cave, and there's a notable drop in temperature, followed by what looks like a fine mist gathering on the ground. A moment or two later, the two of them come in from outside saying, "The sun just set." Or at least he does.
There was no mist when I came in last time.
Nope.
Hey, go check. Maybe that opened up something.
Go check where?
Down by the campsite. It may
That's
have
where he
opened
was
up
at.
some sort of a hidden cave, magical opening or
I'm
something.
not going by myself. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
I put the battle axe away and pull out my two axes.
Okay.
Maybe something revealed in the world.
Yes. We heard a sigh. That could be the release of air from something opening.
Could be.
We're just a depressed guy.
Maybe the river stops flowing.
The Skaven on the roof
Yeah.
watching you say,
Yeah. That's what I was thinking when you first said it. We're gonna turn around and the leader's just sitting there like, "You guys are idiots." Like,
You're It was through. Why'd you stop?
Yeah, get back to
Right on the other
work.
side of this.
That's pretty terrifying, though, if it did stop that river just during the nighttime.
Oh yeah, I'm not going down.
Did you hear the river? Did you hear the
Yeah,
river
okay.
before when you were in there? No, you just heard laughing and caving.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna walk down there. You coming with us?
Let's go. I called the tunnel the entrance. Let's go.
Okay. You guys head down there. In the where the campsite was. It's all dark. Same thing as before. No real change.
Water and everything.
Yep, no change.
Reach down in there and see if the thing's in there.
Yeah, I'll look down into that crevice.
No, there's nothing there.
Still, but it is.
Yeah, it's still there.
Touch the water, all everything.
It's still cold.
Is the mist seemingly coming from inside here?
Doesn't seem to be coming from there, but there is mist in this room.
It's coming from inside.
That's
the
crazy.
house.
Go back over to the cave-in.
Okay.
Well,
Your shift.
yep, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop using my axe though, clean it up as good as I can before I start digging and grab the shield.
Okay.
I'm looking to see if I can see where the mist is coming from. If it, while I'm waiting there with
It doesn't seem like it's issuing out from anywhere. It's just sort of gathering inside the cave.
That doesn't seem like a problem at all.
No. Give me a perception check.
I've heard
No.
tales that Morsley, the Green Moon, has been around since
107.
times before.
The only other thing you notice while you're just looking around looking for the sign of the mist is while you're up in the main tunnel area, there appears to be in the gloom and darkness a greenish glow coming from from where the campsite is.
Time to go.
Wait, which campsite?
Tap, tap, tap on greenish glow man. Hey, looks like you left your hammer down there.
And he's got it with him.
Okay,
Maybe
let's
there's
go.
another hammer.
Yeah, I start walking down that way. Let's go, guys.
I'll walk
Yeah,
behind
that's
you.
what we
Yeah,
need.
I'll come.
That's what
Grab
we
the
need.
dwarf.
Two hammers.
Two chaos.
Okay, the three of you head back over there. You look around. Room's exactly as you left it before.
No glow when we
Okay,
get in.
you
No.
go away.
Okay, I go back up the tunnel.
Somebody go with him. No person left alone.
I don't.
I'll go with him.
Except you.
We're kind of spread out around the tree.
And I want to look around for this glow.
Yeah,
Does it
I'll-
change?
Like with his hammer gone.
With his hammer gone, yeah, I mean, you guys have your torches and lanterns and everything. There's nothing here glowing.
I'll go with green fire.
Turn down the. We have no torches, right? It's just lanterns.
Whatever you guys are using for light.
We don't.
They're
we
hooded
didn't
lanterns, so.
Yeah.
Do you need
Well, I
it?
used
Turn down for what?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Close the close the hooded lantern there. I mean, still no green. anywhere.
You close up the hooded lantern. As you do, there is a moonbeam, I guess, coming through a hole in the roof with a greenish glow, pointing at the edge of the platform, right above that hollow that you found.
Now we're looking.
Okay.
I gotta.
You just
I'll
follow.
keep holding.
Rest of the room is effectively pitch black. Other than that,
Hey guys,
There's
keep
just-
in mind,
Go look.
I'm outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
A model of Morsley now hitting.
Just
the
to make sure, we'll go look again. But I think it was just pointing her to what she needed to find while she was there, in my opinion. But I'll go look again.
I'll hold on.
yeah, there's nothing there still.
Okay. All it is pointing. Hey, here it is.
You reach around, you feel a tentacle, but no, nothing else.
No.
It's just a little baby octopus.
Tentacles. Nice.
It's just a baby octopus.
That
Okay.
tentacle monster followed us all the way down here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, back up. Don't.
You got a taste of you guys, and that's all it wants. Made it through the locks and everything. All right, we'll go up and start.
Keep digging.
Keep
out.
digging.
Yep.
Okay. Another hour or so goes by before you have enough room that you could probably crawl through.
Hello.
You see, there's a chamber on the other side. There's no response or answer though.
As soon as you
Is
crawl
it
through it, it's
just big enough for him to crawl through, or
Any one of you.
anyone can get
Yeah.
through?
All right, I'll see you. Wait, I need a light. I'll take the hammer.
What?
I need a light
Okay. What?
through the
We
crawling
can hit a
hole.
hole, but we can only crawl through one at a time.
I'll clear it off some more.
He's gonna go through, but then we'll go after
You
him.
can't take my hammer.
Yeah. We'll take his lantern.
You can have one of my lanterns.
All right, I'll take a lantern.
He really wants your hammer.
Don't you?
Can't get it.
Right?
His guy's out front.
Everybody has seen Dr. Evil
I don't know.
sing along vlog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Maybe
god,
they're good.
hilarious.
Outside. What?
Okay.
What's wrong?
I came back in. I don't know. Are you staying out there?
You-
in the
Yeah,
more
you.
sleep?
So you take a lantern and crawl in?
Yep.
Okay. On the other side, you find another chamber. Looks like an individual room. There looks like an old campsite,
Okay.
including bedrolls, campsite, or campfire type stuff, and so forth. All covered with dust and debris and dirt.
Bedrolls. Sweet.
There are, let's see, looks like 12 bodies
Like, one,
There's
in the room.
3, 4, 5.
So Talcott brought 12 people with her.
Yeah.
All of them are dressed in Empire uniforms.
Okay.
That looks unusual to you. Give me a Reichland history roll.
Yeah. Okay. What's that?
It's
Intelligence.
based, but it's also advanced.
Yeah, I
Okay.
didn't get a roll.
Yeah.
Technically, I would have got it.
They look unusual to you.
108 if all I
Okay.
do is make an intelligence check.
There's a couple of old backpacks, other miscellaneous equipment, traveling equipment, and that sort of stuff, scattered around the place. And like I said, maybe a dozen bodies.
Before I go any further, I want to look around me, use my massive tracking skill of, what is it, intelligence base? Tracking is advanced too.
outdoor
Yeah, I'll follow you in.
Tracking's advanced.
Okay, yeah. The,
Before he comes in,
okay,
I lay the scene out for him and say, enter at your own risk.
okay,
Bodies on me. As long as I get dirt on me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard scratching and talking.
No.
So these bodies might decide to stand up.
they could.
Priest,
Okay,
need to get in here.
Okay.
What? I'm gonna
Okay.
find some bodies.
he climbs in. You guys look around.
Dibs on bedrolls.
Okay. Doesn't look like anybody has been here for quite some time. From the dust and dirt and everything that's on everything, it looks like the best you can conclude is when the cave collapsed, they were trapped in here, and they've been here ever since.
Are the bodies heavily decomposed, or
They're skeletons. They're just skeletal.
Man, that's a lot of bones.
And you said Reichland lore?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Can you pump to the rest?
Well, the goats get dressed like this.
Yes,
Damn it.
similar uniform.
148.
From the looks of it, they all appear to be Reichland soldiers, but of a uniform that went out of style several dozen years ago.
We gotta get these guys out of here.
Man, there was only supposed to be one.
As a theology wise, I can't sanctify this ground, can I?
Not in this chaos area, no.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. I just wanted to double check.
So that I'll go ahead and start gathering up. Man,
That's a lot
are
of
there any
bones, dude.
intact bedrolls?
No, they're all rotted at this point.
Can we get you to sleep?
Do any of the bodies seem to be more a higher rank than the others?
Yeah. One of them looks like maybe a sergeant or something like that.
I'm gonna go look through and see if he's got any information on him
Okay.
or money.
I mean, there's a variety of equipment that they have.
But I will.
Amongst them, if you want to search what they have,
Yeah.
you find a total of 10 gold crowns and 3 shillings,
Okay.
all marked with a date in the 60 to 70 year time frame prior.
Which makes sense with the older
Right.
uniforms as well.
Right. One of them has a silver flask that feels like it has some sort of liquid in it. One of them has in his pouch a strange metal rod that ends in a 6-pointed star.
All money.
Money.
And
Yeah, the other key.
Guess we gotta go back.
you also find in the sergeant's one, you find a map identical in drawing and markings to the one you guys found recently on that horse that was floating in the river. Although this one seems quite a bit older and aged.
This has been, they've been trying to do this for a long time.
Okay.
I will.
Could have just got it for you, dude.
So when we got the whole rest of the stuff you sent away, the books
Yeah.
and stuff, we got the keys back, right?
Yeah,
They were in
he's
there
got
too.
it all.
I got it all.
So now we have all the keys for that
Do
one.
the keys are 6-pointed or 7-pointed?
They were 6.
6.
Yeah,
6,
and that was the one we
So,
were missing.
yeah, that's the one we're missing. So back to the tower.
Well,
That's
Are there
currently
any
stationed.
Are there any
We can go.
distinctly
We know how to
female
get in and out.
bodies among
They don't know.
yeah,
it's
they
like-
don't even know about.
Do is there any? Is there a distinctively female shark?
Give me a medicine roll.
But those
Looking for
undead
lady
in there
clothes?
could be bad.
I mean,
So what you know about you?
they're all wearing uniforms, and they're all equivalent.
Yeah.
So what was notable about them? The papers, the
I get the joke.
key per se,
Yeah,
and the money.
We don't even
Is
know
there
if he
anything
has
else
it.
other than the?
That silver flask,
Okay.
and the map.
Is there anything special about the silver flask, or is it just a silver flask?
It's sealed and closed, and feels like it has some sort of liquid in it.
I'm gonna call out to
We'll see
the
how
priest
much
and ask
money I
if
lose in the
he
process.
thinks
'Cause
that
I
any
still
of
have to
these
have
are
enough. I
female.
have to live.
Okay, you have any medicine skill?
Where'd it go?
I have heal. Actually, I don't have.
That's
medicine.
He heals one of them. They come back
Nope.
screaming.
No, yeah, you're not sure. Nothing but bones. It's hard to tell.
You'll be fine.
Here's I'm gonna take my bedroll,
What difference does it make?
unroll it,
One of them might be the
and
witch.
start shoving bones.
Oh, heck no.
Soldier edition.
And I think a bedroll's probably big enough to hold
It's not,
There's quite a few
it's not a
skeletons.
military thing.
probably
They're
half
just
of them.
trying
I
to-
would say.
No, these are like
Maybe more.
saddle front.
Right.
Like, you
I wouldn't say all of them.
soldier.
Yeah, but they're all
Probably
rotted
half
away.
of them probably.
Probably.
I'm not sure.
Anybody else got a bedroll they want to dedicate to the cause, or a bag or something?
Sure, I'll carry a bunch of female
Sorry,
bodies.
don't
in
have a
my
bedroll.
bag.
This is too hot to watch.
Just like it is.
Bedroll? I don't use such things. I have a sleeping bag.
I just need somewhere to put my rations, and then I've got a bedroll. I mean, a sling bag I could at least use.
Yeah, I guess I.
Yeah, put your rations somewhere instead of your bedroll.
He gets in there, he's snacking in his bedroll. He wants to be eaten by
That's
a
how,
bear.
that's how you
I've
get
never had a bedroll, so
ants.
That's not what it's used for?
Hey, that's his Slayer personality. He prefers the hands. It lives in his hair.
Make an ant colony in
All right.
there.
There's no other.
you guys are done snacking. I'm not.
All right, I'm gonna. Somebody else will bag up the rest of the bones. Correct.
Yes.
We'll get him
Okay.
up, put him up.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. We got the answers. We
By
need
Well, it
By
is
any
nighttime,
chance,
guys. Should we?
When I dug my way to that little chamber,
problem.
did I make it outside and then back in?
Wait, we need to go back to the.
No, you dug through the cave in itself.
Okay, so
It
it's
might
still
be
quite a
already
ways before
We
I
know
get
how
to
to get back.
surface.
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
You said you'd be back there by
Yeah.
the afternoon.
You want to camp out here?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I don't.
We should send a recruit. See if they can go find him.
Yes.
Well, it's not that far away. Just send him on a horse real quick.
Just
Say,
he's not
hey,
gonna-
we found a cave we're gonna camp out in. If
he's
you
not
want to join us, so be it. If not, so be it.
He's not going to come in. I
No,
say
he
we
already-
just
yeah,
go
he
back
already
out to
said
him.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
I think that's
he's
the
a better
best way to
expert in this area.
deal with
All right. Let's.
whatever we come across.
Darn
All right.
Staying down here is a bad idea. It exposes all of our horses for
Yeah,
one.
and if they
Also-
manage to get all over in here too, there's nothing saying they can't get all over in here again.
Uh-huh. All right,
Fine.
heading out to the horses.
Okay.
Mounting up, riding
Let's make
over to the druid.
We sound like a bunch of old sticks rattling together now.
Done.
So, do you have a way to carry all these bones?
Saddlebags.
Roll my bedroll.
Okay.
Toss them in the bedroll. I assume it's like a sleeping bag type thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Blanket. Okay.
Sleep bags, saddlebags,
Man, you're gonna be
whatever
sleeping.
else.
You're gonna
Yeah,
be like
saddlebag. I have saddlebags. I shove a bunch in the saddlebags.
Okay.
You're fighting ghosts
Smell
in there
what's in
for
the
weeks.
flask.
You're
Does it
gonna
smell
rest
like
your
alcohol?
You gonna uncork it or open it up?
Yeah, once we get out of the cave and we're on our horses and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. It smells sour. And feels slightly thick.
Let's swap it back in there.
Okay.
I'll tap it back.
Shake it. Hey, wait,
That's
add,
real good.
add some of this to it.
Maybe the druid
Um,
will.
wait,
what?
I'm gonna have to see if I can get somebody else to look at it. The druid will look
Oh,
at
The
it.
there's
druid will
flask?
probably know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like,
I just want to see if it was
yeah.
alcohol.
Make sure you clean out your sleeping bag before you
It's
move
probably
it.
healing
Chaos
out. You're getting ready to
Your
waste it.
sleeping bag's gonna be haunted.
Hey, wait.
At least I'll never be alone.
They turned the chaos drink into chaos wine.
There we go.
Okay. So you guys head back to where the druid was camping?
Chaos stuff.
Yes.
Okay. You guys head back out there. The druid has a small fire going. He's just sitting there with his back against the wall, talking with a person when you guys ride up.
What? Is it male or female?
Looks like a female dressed in military outfit. She stands as you guys ride up. Korobreath sort of looks at her and looks at you guys. She looks towards you. I go to my rest now, and I wish you well on your rest. Dagmar von Wittgenstein is surely dead by now, but if you can find the source of this evil and destroy it, you will have done me and my companions a great service, and the world too. Goodbye, friends. May Sigmar guard you.
Sigmar bless.
And she starts walking off into the chaos area.
I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna give a
Towards-
blessing to her in the darkness.
Towards the
Okay.
circle? Towards the bowl? The double
No.
bowl? Oh, the
No, away from the devil's
She
bowl.
obviously had something else to say. I look at the druid like that was only like a piece of the story. What the heck's going on?
We're carrying her bones.
She was hanging out here. I didn't really want to interfere or anything,
She
and
didn't say anything about what she's talking about with the great evil.
said something about there was a great evil in the devil's bowl, and she and her companions had been trapped there when their expedition came through this area 50, 60 years ago.
So she's currently walking away?
Yes.
We still on our horses?
Go try to talk to
Did
her.
she say her name?
She did not.
No, but she
Yeah.
said...
As she goes over the rise, she like fades out into the darkness and
She said
everything.
Do I?
Dagmar von.
Wittgenstein.
Wittgenstein. Is that a name that I recognize from Reichland lore?
I don't know.
If they're from 50, 60
Or
years ago?
theology, maybe. Try theology.
I can remember who
See, there's
Elvis
a priest
Presley
or
is.
something.
Language classical.
Nope. Never mind.
Link is a
One,
classic.
a 117.
Troll lore.
Yes.
Trolling this.
Well, if you assuming the map came up,
It's a map.
if you zoom in,
There's whatever that name is.
Castle Wittgenstein.
Wickendorf.
Wickendorf.
There was a castle, Castle Wittgenstein.
No, that's Castle Reikard. That's
No,
all.
there was
Yeah, there was
another
the other
castle.
Castle Reikard was in the north. Wittgendorf is the one with the
Dead body.
black castle up on top of the cliff. That as you guys are driving by, there was a body floating in the river.
Yeah, and the other people in the boat were like trying to keep us away from the action.
Yeah, warning you to stay away from the town.
Oh, that's
And
the
then
place
you
to
guys tried
go.
boat hooking the body onto the boat.
Intelligence. No.
Well, we've got two places to go with the information we have and the key we have.
Let's go to the key first.
Is there any of the bloodline of the who lives in Wittgendorf? I guess the castle.
The family of the Wittgensteins.
Okay. I didn't know if their bloodline died at all and
Gotta look
someone
out
else took it
For
over or something like that.
Wittgenstein's monster, though.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the person's name that you said?
Dagmar von Wittgenstein.
Yeah?
I thought you would write something like your fat.
Oh no,
Just
no, no.
continue that trend.
It's gonna be Candlewick or something
That's
like
right.
that. So
By the time,
Wichtelberg.
a month from now, it'll be a Wickendorf.
Yeah.
Ganondorf? What?
Yeah, according to according to give me a Reichland lore.
That was
for anybody who has it.
No.
that was a 119 is what I wrote. So.
Okay.
Wasn't smart enough to take it up then.
Did you get anything?
119.
119. Okay.
More than that.
The name Dagmar von Wittgenstein is the name of a wizard and astronomer from many years ago. His family was well known at the time. Due to an imperial charter from Empress Margaretha for unspecified services to imperial security was the popular information. So he was part of a family that was held in very high regard, or at least had a lot of influence with the crown. He was known as a dilettante wizard and astronomer.
Maybe he cast down part of a meteor.
No, this media's been around a long time.
Way longer.
Yeah.
Or he knew about it, so it
Yeah, we need to find his
Yeah.
ass.
And anything more than that, you don't have any direct information. But the name Wittgenstein you have.
You see, I got an idea. We could go to the Knoll and I could check up with my college and use the wizard.
And I could go to Wizard as well.
Well, on the way, we could check out what
Tower.
else is in that other key.
The question is our boat going to be back when we get down there?
Well, the worst we'll have to do is wait about 7 days, because it's
Only
14
7
days. 14 days, whatever. But by the time
You
we...
just missed him.
Yep. Hey, when they come
Yeah,
back...
we get to the
we'll
dock and they're piloting
14
away.
days in a super peaceful area that we love. Oh my God,
Right.
no.
Oh no,
Yeah.
this is back at Temple Grad.
Right, but we should definitely go back to the...
We're at the
Yeah, Unterbaum.
Unterbaum.
go rest in the nice town.
And you guys go back to Kemperbad. It was the strangest thing. Just last night, somebody snuck on board the boat and burned it to the ground.
Well,
Karma. Instant karma.
What the heck?
Well, not instant.
time for him to go into rage mode.
I'm killing my.
He's just punching everybody, babies and stuff in towns. Just
It goes new.
my boat.
And he gets arrested for vagrancy again.
Yep.
That's right.
That's still the dumbest thing ever. Like, just randomly, it was just like, you're out too late. Go to jail. Like
You got a curfew,
the
man.
Monopoly board. Like, you just land on go to jail. I guess something there.
Yep.
That's how it is in the Warhammer world.
So are we really abandoning this weird, eerie area that everybody's afraid of for no reason?
Yes, I say go, go, go. Get out of
Well,
Wait,
we can
wait,
put
wait,
these
wait,
bodies to
wait.
rest. I mean, he
Yeah.
wants to do that anyway. You
Wait.
promised the guy you'd do that.
Yep.
You got someplace else to go in here?
Hang on. What she said. Her expedition died here trying to solve the mystery of the crater, and she wanted us to go finish the mystery crater.
Was
Weird.
could I think back to
Sure,
my
good
wizard
idea.
teachings and see if I remember
Burn the
Wittgenstein
planes
as like
and
a
go to the
significant
crater.
figure?
You don't.
Okay.
It wasn't anything that you were taught specifically.
Problem is burning stuff when chaos magic is
Oh
going
no,
crazy.
I'm not doing anything
We
like
all
that.
could be incinerated.
We're just back up 100 feet.
I am
Sure.
not going anywhere near those plants.
Burn them.
No.
What
You
the
got
hell?
a torch, you
So-
can do it yourself.
So, would
to
you
make them
stay
grow.
stationary if you're an evil monster creature vine thing,
And,
or
they,
would you jump up and run at the guys who are burning you?
and we've
Well,
seen
they-
them move.
We have.
Yes.
That was-
Oh.
That's why we know they're not stationary.
Okay.
We are
They
out
saw
of here,
it move. I didn't
Marines.
see it move.
Okay.
What else business do we have?
Honestly,
You see, I'm kind of
I'll
curious
play
about this
with
druid's
it.
plants. You see, if it's that valuable to go all the way out here for these plants, maybe they're valuable to sell.
That's a fair point.
But he's not taking those
So-
plans.
We were
Well, they're not
discussing-
those plants, but
we were
other
discussing
plants.
earlier. My hammer glowing.
Well,
Go
he
ahead,
learned
go
about
ahead.
plants.
Oh yeah.
Was my hammer glowing?
Well,
like
maybe the
this
druid can
in
instruct us.
town?
What plants he got. Or
Not that bright.
and
but it was
we
glowing.
can
It
grab
always
some
glows.
extra.
Cities.
Well, it always glows, but it seems to glow
Yeah.
brighter in the
College
presence of chaos.
researchers.
So my question is, when we were in town, was it glowing
Are
bright?
you spreading chaos at
No.
that point?
No, okay.
You just have it
No, because the plant's already there.
Was it glowing brighter when
It's
we were
like
near the
honeysuckle.
plant?
If you cut it down, you're not spreading
No,
it.
I mean like if
It's
he
glowing
takes it with
campfire
him and
bright
like,
once we pass the
drops a seed.
stones, right? Once it passes the
Oh,
stones,
that's how we got honeysuckle
While
in the
we're
first
actually
place,
traveling,
George.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
attempt
We
to,
took
like,
stuff from
just, like,
China
poisonous
and brought it
materials.
here, and now we have honeysuckle.
just like
So you might just spread
Just
chaos
weird
plants
looking,
to the
like
entire
weird looking
world.
berries.
But I mean,
On the way back, you're just gonna pick random plants.
I mean,
Honestly.
he's trying to
pretty worth.
we're
Trying to
drowning
poison
the
that he
world.
needs for his levels.
No, I
Right.
missed that one.
The best approach, if you, unless you have the skills to properly identify and process, would be go to a
Hey,
thieves
it's
guild
an i- it's
and
an idea.
purchase said poison. I mean, you can certainly pick up strange plants from the chaos wastes, but that generally doesn't end well.
Okay, I'll wait.
Sure, let's
Okay.
just go back to
David, that movie.
let's just go back.
People are exploring like on the Amazon.
The ruins.
That's it.
Yeah.
Will the plants eat you?
Yeah.
They grow underneath your skin.
Oh
And
god.
they scream at you.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
I remember that the local tribe had a layer of salt all the way around it to keep the plant in.
Uh-huh.
What?
Except for the tourists who didn't know any better.
It's really
The
good.
tourists threw a plant onto a kid and they killed their own kid because the plant touched their kid. So everybody got back away from boom! It's a horror movie.
And they threw salt on him.
Ruins or the ruins.
The ruins, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that.
It's real.
Well, I don't know. You might,
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, wait a
you
minute.
might want to
It's not one I want to watch.
talk to the
I've seen it. Not one I want to watch again.
I watched it once
Because my
and it
ruin
did
nature-
thoroughly like it was gruesome. It got
real enough.
Yeah.
Real enough.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Those are the movies I hate.
Yeah, why don't we go back? I guess since we're going back to Unterbaum,
But that's all I could think of when
go there, hang out in the town a bit, lose a bit of corruption, and then go to the tavern and then make our way down to Kimberbed.
Go there and rest.
we're
And,
going to the white place, right? The wooden thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alabama.
Well,
Yeah, we still gotta get through
There's
the
a-
lock system again and the
Stupid boxes.
other stuff.
we only got down the small lock system is all we got to do. So.
And it'd be beneficial if we stayed in Unterbaum a bit, preferably for him. He lose corruption.
Well, I don't know. If he loses corruption every single day we're there, probably not. But
He probably gains.
Possibly.
He probably gains corruption for the overall players.
well,
Everyone's sleeping around him. He gets +1 corruption.
he just spreads it.
Yeah.
Wakes up. The
Alright,
crew's
where's the
got
closest
His goal is to purge the
Are
world
there,
of
like,
chaos. But as he goes
national
around, he's
style
just spreading it.
cemeteries for the kingdom?
There's mass graves.
I got
That's
it.
not really what I was looking for.
Okay.
Where's the nearest Sigmar church?
Nuln would be the big one. There, I mean, there's there's certainly a shrine in Kemperbad. Unterbaum does not.
They should, but
They
Okay.
a lot of them are no.
You wanna look for more.
Now, once you get out of this chaos area,
God of the graveyard.
you can do final rites on them just in the wilderness.
That's what I'll do then.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to carry them specifically to a graveyard unless you want to.
In fact, I would like to take half a day, guys. I would say, let's go once we go to the chaos area, and we'll bury them in such a way that, and we'll use the dwarven skill to build a little warning to everybody else who comes into the area about chaos.
I thought the
Yeah.
monoliths did that itself.
Yeah, but those are ancient. Nobody knows the hell. I mean, we need something more modern.
So let's write it on.
LEDs.
what I know, like, yeah,
Don't touch. Protect your views.
We need neon signs, man.
yeah, since,
Nobody understands rock.
hey Dad, since I'm a soldier, would I
What
know
is Stonehenge?
basically the
Rock?
Exactly.
would I know
The
basically the
sacrificial rite.
burial rites
Could be.
of fallen soldiers in battle?
Yeah, called the ground.
Sure. Yeah. You dig a hole.
I bet the
Where's
warrior,
that?
warrior breed
Yeah,
is
Something like
You're on the
one
ground.
salute or is there
Sure.
I-
Yeah.
that-
Yeah. I mean,
those
there,
basic
taps.
things.
there's certainly a military ritual, etc., to respect a fallen comrade. That's perfectly fine.
pouring a little liquor out at the grave?
But
one gun's
realistically in the Empire, most people are just left where they died because they're dying by the hundreds in war.
That's what I was talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah, or
Okay.
at the very best, they're buried in mass graves.
Yeah.
I think we should bury them at night outside of the Chaos Circle
At midnight.
to see if their ghost comes back and says, "Hey, thanks."
Tyler, thank you so much for
Might give
bearing
us
our
some-
bones.
yeah.
Here's 10,000 gold.
Well, or just here's some information. Like ghosts tend to hold on.
I just want to do it because it's my short-term goal that I just decided to make, but that's just irrelevant. I didn't have one until that. You were like, "Hey, this guy wants his bones buried." All right, let's go get him
There you
buried.
go.
Well, you're supposed to be able to finish a short-term goal in a session or two. So.
A couple of sessions, yeah.
I haven't finished my short
Mine,
goal.
I put as find the cultist. I thought we were going to find the cultist.
My short-term goal.
We're getting there.
I'm trying to figure out what my staff does. The past 4 sessions.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what my
We
staff
haven't
does.
had
I had
a
that
day
for several
to finish.
sessions.
How about this?
When we get down,
I
we'll
like
wait
the
for
idea.
votes.
I meant restock on fishing.
I like the idea of us getting someplace closer to that super peaceful area before we bury them.
I agree.
Mhm.
Where those
Yeah,
people,
that'd
and then,
be a holy.
ask
Or-
them if they can put on a.
So Julie fine with us taking
I can do it. It's not a problem.
He doesn't know. We got him in a sleeping bag.
Doesn't know about that giant bag of rattling bones you're
Right,
carrying.
He doesn't know it's bones. It's rattles.
He doesn't seem to care.
Let's rest for tonight and make our way back to Winterbaum and then bury him there.
Yep.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
right. Same.
My short-term goal.
Sad thing
goal.
is we're
Oh
gonna
my
have
God,
12
my
tombstones,
short-term goal.
but they're gonna have
is
all the
to
names on every
take
single
an entire
tombstone because
day
we don't
to
know what
restock
bones
my
match
I
with
was
what
just
body.
about to make
And
a
then
comment
dry
somewhere.
them out.
It's going to be one grave with all of them in there.
Oh.
Here lies so-and-so.
I was more thinking 12 tombstones, but each one has all the names.
I know. I got what you were saying.
Okay, so you have Cora Breath lead you guys back out?
Yeah.
Okay. So the trip back south is much more pleasant as everybody gets more and more calm the further away from the chaos area that you guys go. Matter of fact, your steps seem quick. It only takes 3 days to head back. Total travel at this point was about 9 days.
Sorry, one ration.
That counts all the time going there as well.
I must say, fellows, that I have never eaten so good. This is fantastic.
I know. This is like fresh food.
And the food tastes better as we're coming out.
It
too?
does. The
That's
food tastes better.
Just enough for
Do we get rid of our skittish condition?
Yes.
Awesome.
As you guys pass by that first ring that you passed, the one that surrounds the southern area, your nerves lift and you feel calm again.
You gained a pair.
Only disturbing part is the dwarf has been gnawing on bones the whole way.
adjustable bones.
See, we have
Yeah.
a rule. We have a dwarf rule.
Duel?
And a drool. And 3 days later, you guys return to Unterbaum. Cora Breath wishes you well. I guess if you prefer outside of town, you guys can bury the bones. Otherwise, he says Unterbaum can take care of them and give you a spot if you prefer that.
I'm all for that because I think these people would actually tend to the graves if they know where they're at, and they would actually, maybe grow flowers or something with them or whatever. But that's what I'm.
They are good.
Can we help with them?
Only he was there.
Sure. Okay.
I'd like to help.
Okay. You guys spend a peaceful day at Unterbaum, burying bones and eating good food and relaxing. Then what would you care to do?
Remove one corruption point.
Can we?
No.
So then, after they bury him,
Mhm.
that night, I want to sit out by the grave and see if anything happens.
It's just,
I got a feeling. Just
Got some wine, got some cheese and
Yeah.
crackers.
Yeah, just
okay.
like,
Just wait. Okay. No.
Are you
She's
fine with
not
me
hot,
inquiring
you know?
about the flask with people?
well, I think the flask is from a 70-year-old person.
Yeah.
What kind of liquor was in it?
I'm
Or
gonna
if it
look
was
it up.
wine,
It's
probably.
Taste it. We can figure it
Healing
out.
drought, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Could be a healing drought.
I would. That's a good idea. Let me. We'll take it to
The druid.
the druid and have him take a look at
We'll
some of
just
it.
have them
what I
take
was
a look at it.
And then if not, we'll take it to your college and
Yep.
see. But then I need the flask back.
It's probably a magical
Silver
flask.
flask.
I might have to keep it.
It's going
sorry.
with my. It's going with the rest of my
Turns
silver
out it was just
armor
like
that
some
nobody
cough
knows
syrup.
about.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we ever
The
get
silver
it?
plastic.
Okay, so the druid takes a look at it. He adds some liquid to it. He says it's mostly dried up, but it appears to be a healing drought. Adding some liquid to it helps rejuvenate it or whatever. It says as long as it was in the flask, it was still good. It was just dehydrating. So,
Sweet.
My favorite.
right.
I'm gonna entertain.
the
I took
healing.
to make some coin.
Okay.
Yep, it's a healing draught with a silver flask
Put it in my,
for werewolves.
my front pocket.
That's right.
In case I get
I'm a
shot.
failing
It
idiot.
it does match with your silver platter.
It does.
I'm just
It's
gonna
like the same engraving.
It's just gonna be like I'm gonna get quad, like ridiculous jog, everything I've done, turn around, I'm just gonna be like shiny.
It's covered with silver.
As the monster's like,
Yep, the cavern starts glowing. It's just Andy's
Yep, I'm
chest
just like-
reflecting off the light.
Been waiting for you, buddy. Let's do this.
Okay.
It's a bunch of beads on silver. That's
So how long do you guys want to stay in Unterbaum?
Just that day.
Just that day? Okay.
overnight is fine, and head back down to the old lady.
Well,
Okay.
we should probably, if we're
Down to the
gonna
old
wait
pub instead.
until a
I don't
boat. to
wonder
take
what
us down.
happened to the wizard lady. Because I didn't see her return.
Wizard lady?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Atelka.
Well, we could stop by the tavern that's at the top and see if she came back this way.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Because maybe she's the one that went in there, found the thing, and left. Very possibly she's a little ways ahead of us, so always.
Pretty
Okay.
sure she's the one that went in there, found the thing, and left
Yeah.
again.
So yeah, let's go to the tavern there at the top of the falls.
We didn't see any tracks heading out of the cave, right? I mean,
Nope.
We looked. Or maybe it was some sort of a device that transported her back to this Wittendorf place.
Illusion. It's just illusion.
Could be. Well, it was very
What
cold.
she
and wet.
jumped into the water and swam down all the way to the meteor.
She's a fish.
Maybe I think
She's a
it's
fish?
direction.
No, it was sloped down, like the water was going towards the crater.
Okay, so you're hanging out, watching for undead.
Yeah, overnight.
You're entertaining in the hippie farm. You're heading to the tavern.
I was inquiring with a flask for a little bit.
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
When we were all done, we were gonna head towards the tavern. To the tavern, not in.
Okay.
but just-
Okay, so most of the day goes by. There's nothing happens with the graves,
All right.
other than the locals put some flowers on it and things like that. They mourn the loss of the brave soldiers.
Sounds
Huh.
like shaking money bag. Yeah, I mourn them too. All right, so we
We got paid.
wander to the tavern, right then. Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna get cleaned up.
I'll link the tavern then.
Okay.
I ask the blacksmith to sharpen my battle axe again, please.
Sure. What have you been doing? Digging in the dirt with this?
Yep.
Well, don't do that.
You have a show.
Yep. Do you have a pick and shovel that I can just have?
No.
Damn. All right.
I got some picks and shovels I can sell you.
Okay. That doesn't work for me.
That doesn't work for you.
What kind of dwarf doesn't have a pick and shovel?
I know. Supposed to get up every morning and go hi ho.
While he's cleaning that, I'm going to take my shield that I also dug with, and try to find something to clean it with in the shop.
Like in rock ships and shit at the bottom of it.
Okay.
Pump some mud.
Over at the top of the falls is the Inn of the Roaring Falls.
Yeah, maybe sure.
According to the locals, it's run by a Uda Friedkruger, who is also the lock keeper and manages the locks.
Uh-oh.
You make
Okay.
a lot of money.
She's the key master.
That's right.
Are you the gatekeeper?
That's right.
Can be.
You probably make like
You guys head over there. The place is very busy. There's horses tied up out front. Quite a few people. There's several boats that are currently going through the lock system. There looks like maybe a couple dozen people or so in the tavern this evening.
Anyone that matches the description of
We haven't
Of
been in
Atelka?
yet, right?
No, you guys are outside right now. You can hear music coming from inside. The place looks very busy.
Anybody know how to tell if a horse has been ridden hard or gone on a trek or anything? I'm looking at the horses. I have no idea.
Most of them appear to be either working horses or there's only a couple of riding horses.
Okay.
no war
Well,
horses.
I'll go in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
Taco is not here.
You guys go in. Inside, you're met by a loud crowd of shouting, yelling, talking, etc. Some gambling here and there. A couple of people wandering around serving drinks and so forth. There is a hulking barman behind the bar, 6.5 feet tall. Looks like he weighs 350, 400 pounds of muscle, pouring tankards of beer and so forth that his hands just sort of wrap around than everybody. In the back, you hear somebody cooking, working on the pots and pans and so forth. And then a couple of women, like I said, serving drinks and food. Doesn't look like there's any tables, chairs, or anything currently open.
Bar? Front bar?
There is a bar. You can stand at it, but all the chairs are taken.
Alright, I'll go stand in the bar and
Okay.
order a drink and some delicious gruel food, whatever.
What's your best gruel?
Yeah, whatever you got.
Okay.
We need a table.
I pulled the hair out of this girl.
Yeah.
I look around at the tables. We need a table.
Yeah.
I'll stand behind him another 2 feet taller than him. Like,
Yeah. Most of the river people in the place are ignoring you.
I walk up to one of the tables. It looks like all of us would be able to fit at. You guys almost done?
No.
Hair's dripping on the table.
Can you make room?
No. We don't sit with dwarves.
Now you're really rude.
all right, with that, I walk up and
Second grudging.
Just drink the
man,
fight,
I
go
know I
everywhere.
shouldn't do this.
I'm gonna
That's
come
why
up
I'm
with
not
you
there.
because I like where this is going. So I go up with the cleric.
I go up. Oh, I don't want to do this.
And no,
I'm gonna go
Do
outside
it.
and look for outside seating.
Do it.
Okay.
I'll watch it.
I'll do what you like. Not my bag.
Is it too late to say that I had my knife wound up before we go in?
Yes.
Go ahead, man. Do what you want to do.
You guys can deal with it. I'm going to take the outside seating.
I'm watching them, but I'm at the bar.
Now, I want to be there up close. I want to be the.
Am I aware, as a character, that the hammer is a bad thing?
The hammer is a bad
The
thing.
glowing hammer.
Yes.
I'm aware it's a bad thing.
Well, no.
'Cause you said I love
no,
it,
yeah.
and I love showing it off.
From your perspective, it is a great thing. It's very impressive and is wonderful.
Okay.
Okay. For you, it's all good. Everybody else has told you repeatedly it's all bad. I mean, you have a flaming, glowing green hammer, which is associated with Moor's Sleeve and chaos magic. And you're walking around saying, "Look at my hammer!"
To an extent, sure. Right?
Yeah. But
All right, then I'll walk up.
to
and-
you, it's the most impressive thing ever.
Great. I'll walk up and kind of casually toss it on the table.
Okay?
Right.
It lands
So
amidst their plates of food.
Yeah, and be like, I think you were just very rude to my friend.
You friend with a dwarf?
I turn back around. Wait.
We're friends?
That's right.
Yes, I am. Do you have a problem with that?
Not with you. Got problems with dwarves.
Why?
Where's the mouthpiece to this group? Is he
There's
sitting
like there's like 4 guys. They're all sharing the same. They're all taking different conversations and jumping in. I mean, the rest of the crowd is sort of jostling past you and everything else. Most other people are at this point ignoring you, but the 4 of them seem to be very biased against dwarves.
I whisper in your ear, smack them as hard as you can. This is gonna be funny.
I take my gauntlet
Okay.
and I put it on the guy's shoulder and I give it a little squeeze and be like, well, that's not very nice. And I'm gonna give him my
Dwarfs don't require anything to be nice.
I'm
Should go back to their mines. Dig out some more holes for the goblins to take.
Okay, so
That's called slick.
Where that
hold on. Since I've got my hand on his his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna slam him into the table as hard as I can,
Okay.
and use an intimidate.
Sure.
I take out the camera and start recording.
Hey, Dad, this is a good time to mention me and my recruits are outside with the wizard. Like, we were.
You can't know.
No,
No.
we were not going
No.
Sit there and go, oh,
I-
now the shit started. I was outside.
I was trying to say it.
You guys are all milling about doing your own thing. Like I said, other than them being right there, nobody's necessarily aware of anything. So, give me an intimidation roll.
I'm gonna reroll that. Much better. 77 plus 52 or 57. What's that?
134.
The 134.
134. Okay. You slam him into the table. He like shakes his head, blood smearing down his face from his broken nose. He's whoa! What do you think you're doing? And the other three guys start standing up. Okay. Then I guess let's set up a bar.
This is so unrealistic. This is bullshit. You got this giant armored dude
Yeah.
with a giant armored dwarf, and some 4 peasants are gonna sit
They're
there.
not
and
peasants. They're river folk.
They're, okay.
Oh, I probably shouldn't.
They're river folk.
Yeah.
They're just as antagonistic as he is.
I'm just gonna stand and watch you beat these people.
Right. They're here itching for a fight.
Start
River
clapping.
people
I'm
trained
keeping
in
an eye.
their advanced training in brawling.
See, this is why I told. This is why I told you to fight them, because I know what a fight is.
I'm actively watching this giant bartender and seeing what he does before I move and do anything.
Okay. He's sort of looking in that direction, trying to figure out what's going on. Anyways, the three of them stand up. The other guy with the blood all over his face is just sort of sitting there dazed. He's not doing much of anything, but his buddies all get up, reach down to their sides and pull out some sticks. I mean, for lack of better anything else, they don't have any cudgel type stuff.
I'm gonna reach down to my pouch,
Okay.
pull out a silver,
Okay.
drop it on the table, and go, "This is for your troubles. Have a good night."
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Good luck with the medical bills.
Just a broken nose, dude.
You only get a high infection and then you
I'm
die.
eating their food.
Oh! That's based off fellowship, right?
I think so.
That's a 95.
Okay.
So,
Charm.
what?
Charm.
Oh, it's charm?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't have, I have 2 points in that, so,
Plus your fellowship.
yeah, so, like 140 something.
Okay.
It's
You drop a silver on the table. You grab one of their bowls of food and
139.
okay.
Yeah!
Walk out the bar.
Dwarf walks away with some of their food.
As they're
yeah.
walking away, I go, he's an asshole.
As soon as he picks up.
Told you.
As soon as he picks up the silver, I'm gonna swing a punch at him.
Him?
Huh?
Him?
No, at the one, just whoever picked up the silver.
No.
No, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about he wants to get in a bar fight. That's what he likes to
If
do.
I'm a river folk, I know how things work. I like
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's fun for his people.
Like, all right, let's have another fight.
Okay.
All you hear is
Dwarf.
I shout,
Dwarf.
give that back, and then I go to.
Dwarf walks away carrying some of the food. They reach out to grab the silver. At which point, Dip goes ahead and clocks one of them.
What a douche.
Yeah.
I'll take the silver back.
Okay. No, he grabs the silver. You clock him. That starts the whole fight, which rapidly spills out into the place. You see the bartender. He finishes pouring a drink as things slowly start to escalate over there. He quietly pours the drink, gives the guy a thing, says, "Excuse me for a moment." Steps back into one of the back rooms.
He's gonna go get the guards.
Yeah, you guys are fighting away. I mean, it's rapidly engulfing most of the quarter. Yeah, you've headed to the door and everything. You're getting to a safe spot. You doing anything, or you just minding your own business?
I'm just minding my own business at this point.
Okay.
I don't get into bar fights because I kill people.
I'm just playing my character.
I'm fine.
You want me involved? No problem.
If we're river folk, I mean, that'd
Yeah.
just be kind of my heritage.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
With that said, does anybody actually swing on me?
No, the 3 guys jump him.
At that point, I'm just gonna be like, damn, man.
It's fine.
Yeah, he seems to be laughing about it as he's getting clocked repeatedly in the face.
Oh. But nobody's pulled out weapons.
No.
Okay, then I will just pick my Warhammer back up.
Okay.
And I'll just go look for that asshole.
That started. Oh wait, they're not sitting down anymore.
Oh, the table's like tossed over and everything.
Yes.
And the people around are now getting involved in the fight and everything. The whole place is turned into a big brawl.
Yeah, I'm making my way out.
Yeah, you make your way out.
I'm gonna sit at the bar, presumably, let's see, just open. For
What?
people getting in the fight.
You gotta defend your friend.
No, you see a couple of people walking out of the bar, but other than that, yeah.
I will kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just sitting at the bar.
Okay.
Axes, yeah.
The bartender comes back out of the back, has a really long rifle,
Oh, God. Just head shoot.
couple of pistols at his side, and a 2-handed axe over his back at this point. He starts to aim into the crowd.
You want me to stop them?
Nah.
Okay.
Target.
I cross my arms and keep drinking my beer sitting right next to him. Wait and see the.
He lines up a shot, aims at the center of the crowd, pulls back the thing on it. You see him momentarily take a breath or something, and then at the last moment he pulls the gun up about 3 inches or so and takes a shot, and something hanging on the roof in there explodes in a spray of like orange color all over the area, quickly dispersing the whole fight as they're covered with pumpkin seeds and so forth, getting scattered.
Pre-planned an anti-bar fight.
Comes up often. You'd be surprised.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see around it he has in several places gourds and fruit and things like that.
Holes.
Decorative stuff that he's hung up there for such an occasion. And he fires it between the gunshot and the exploding pumpkin on everybody. It pretty much ends the fight real quick. We'll mark you 25% of your health down, with at least as much damage done to the other guys. More than a few bruises, but nothing overly serious or deadly at this point. As he breaks up the fight, and then kicks all of you out. So he says, you guys are kicked out. Don't come back. Banned for a week.
Him and the other 3 guys.
Him and the 3 other guys and another half dozen people involved in the fight.
Awesome. I go back in and find
Yeah.
my table.
Same.
Okay.
Cleared out the bar, guys. Now
Yeah,
you're
there is some space at this point.
I'm ordering a drink from
Good job.
Did I get the
Okay.
silver back?
No.
Dang.
Silver got lost in the crowd.
And I give him what's left of the food and beer as I go back
Oh,
inside.
there's not much left. It was food, and you were hungry.
I appreciate the thought.
Okay.
Order a drink and just sit at the bar.
Okay.
Me and my recruits are going to go sit at one of the tables, assuming there's space.
Okay.
And
I assume you guys are sitting all at the same table.
Yeah, and I'm going to order me and my recruits a drink and some food.
Okay. Outside, there's a couple of small tables that are currently empty because it's chilly outside. Not super comfortable. But you hear a loud bang from inside, and then several of the crowd leave. Some people stagger out. Some people just leave. But 25% or so of the bar leaves, leaving at least some space for people.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Okay.
The bartender. Sigmar, bless man. How often do you have to do that?
Every other day.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. He's sitting here currently. I mean, the rifle is taller than him.
Yeah.
He's currently working on reloading it over the course of a minute or so. And
Oh, yeah.
Are you still at the bar?
You don't know if, yeah, and I don't know if I'm in love with this guy or if I'm in love with this gun. It might be a little of both at this point.
no, he finishes presumably reloading. It's a very long, complicated process and everything, and then puts it up above the bar on some hooks.
Where did you get such a wonderful tool?
Is that a Hockland rifle?
Yeah, Eastern Empire. Back from my military days.
Military.
Oh yeah. retired here. Decided to make it rich to keep it safe.
Interesting.
You got
Do you have any of those coins?
I do. I will gladly give you one of them too.
Yeah, give me one.
Yeah. One of them fancy golds.
I'm going to show it to him, right? And I'm going to describe the heraldry of the crowd that we just buried, of the squad we just buried.
Uh-huh.
And we were like, hey, we were venturing, well, we were on a mission north to, and we found the remains of a squad of Empire soldiers, and I'll describe what I found. I won't tell them, hey, we were in this deeply infested chaos area. I will tell them, hey, look, we found this squad, we put them to rest up here by the city, etc., etc. Do you know anything about maybe any expeditions that may have come through here, a generation ago or anything like that?
No.
Is it common to get like big groups of military up this far north?
No. I mean, what you're describing sounds more like a expedition force. The Empire has a number of these squads that wander around. I mean, we got one over there at the table there right now. They just sort of wander around the place and
Did you
yeah.
get to them?
Yeah, so they're free-ranging soldiers that work for the crown for various missions.
I was lost too. They're free range.
Yeah, free-range soldiers. Never.
I had a moment, like a brief millisecond of panic, because I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I went, "Oh no, he's probably talking about them."
No, according.
Group of inquisitors right over there.
I've been watching this whole thing.
Well then.
The latest role for this guy: breaking a.
No, according to him, it's not uncommon for the Empire to recruit what we could describe as free agent soldiers. Effectively, they're small squads that are tasked with minor missions or small tasks, and are roaming the lands for various reasons. Obviously, the Empire maintains a significant military, but they can't have that army everywhere all the time. So they rely on smaller squads, similar to his. It's not uncommon, but as far as he knows, it's been quite some time since any major expeditions went into the north.
Did a group come through? Smaller group, probably not even expedition size. A woman as the leader, and maybe a month ago or so.
Not a month or so ago. There was a group maybe a week or so.
Oh, only a week.
Interesting. Which direction do you know? The reason we ask is we're on a mission from the church, and we're hunting them down. They're heretics. We're hunting them down.
Okay. Well, I don't get involved in any of that stuff with the church, but
I'm not asking you to. Nobody's even gonna remember
Mess with them now.
your part of this. But we're trying to find
You say
information.
to me?
What did you say?
yeah, there was a group, maybe a dozen or so people, led by some female, came through about a week ago. Took a boat west.
Okay. Boat west. Were
So
they
back
wearing
down
any
the
particular
lines, west
insignia or garb or anything like that, or were they
Not
just
east.
commoner clothes?
Commoner clothes, yeah. Nothing unusual other than the size of the group. Most of the people we get here are river folk.
Rowdy bunch, it seems.
Yeah, like I said, it's about every other day or so we get it. There's some sort of a bar fight, and I have to remind them of Betsy.
Good
You
name.
talk about
Good
us.
name. These are my girls. I name them Dorothy. Yes. Rose, Blanche, and Sophia.
Presumably, there are just scattered drinks and stuff from people that left.
No, the waitresses have cleaned those up.
Oh. I was just gonna grab them.
No, as the crowd leaves, they quickly shuffle in, almost like it's a common occurrence, and start cleaning things up.
We need to get ahead of West and get back down to locks and go.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. All right, well, thank you.
Down near the. This is just a out of character question. When we go back down to where the lady had the chariot, not a chariot, wagon and horses. Is there a path that leads down further into the locks, or is that we? Because we
You
took our
asking-
boat all the way up to her.
You asking the bartender?
I'm asking just out of
Oh,
curiosity, is there a path?
no. There is no road from Unterbaum to Kemperbad.
Right, we gotta get on somebody's boat.
Correct.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's see if we can find a ride.
Could we use
or travel cross country through the forest.
the long slope, the path that we
We try to get some
Yeah.
food
You said it
and
was
then
Okay.
want to try to
Right,
write
and
it
a
was wet.
But on the
paper
horses,
about how
we were
to
fine.
survive the
The horses were fine
devil's
going
bowl
up
type
and going
thing,
down.
professional paper.
Avoid the rats.
Yes, and what dangers lurk in
That's
it.
right. Okay. So it costs two brass for everybody for food and drink for the evening.
Alright.
Did I even get to buy anything?
Do you need money?
No.
The scraps that were
I'll
all
say-
over the place.
I
like,
ate. I ate his
No,
leftovers.
the waitresses clean that up pretty quick.
no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like a rabid dog.
I
I say crap.
Yeah, they're used to that too. You don't seem to be intimidating them.
I literally ate your scraps.
Yes.
Can I
The scraps you ate, I ate the scraps after that.
Do you
You can try. You can at least make some coin to pay for your
I
food.
have 5 brass, I think.
Sure. Give me an entertainment roll.
So I have 11 brass.
He slowly brings down Betsy. We don't take kindly to your entertainment.
So I rolled.
I'll
I
pay
got
for yours,
a
Matt.
Alright.
Anybody tell you you're not funny?
51.
A what?
51. How much money?
A 51?
Yeah.
You end up spending the 2 brass for food because nobody seems to be willing to pay you.
Yep, I got you. You're good.
If anything, they
You
talk
don't have
louder
2
to try to get
brass?
out.
You should have stayed.
Okay.
If you would have stayed under my eye,
All
you'd be
right,
getting
let's,
So,
I'm getting to, is the old lady at the top
I
of
don't
the
know. That's all
falls,
eggs. I
or
don't
is
know
she
what
down
that
below?
not at night.
Not at night.
Yeah.
Chicken.
I'll brew the eggs.
It's chicken scratch. That's what it is.
Wait until
There we
morning,
go.
I guess.
Okay.
Go. I guess we can go back to Uterbom if you want. Sleep there, but
They have better food.
yeah, but we can nap there until morning. Because I want to ask her when the last time our boat came up this way. Because if they're going back and forth, and supposed to be coming back to check on us, that they've seen our boat.
Your boat wasn't coming back here.
Oh, that's right. It's going to Kemperbad. Yeah.
And then going south to Nuln.
Oh god.
So are we going through the woods, guys?
Yep, we got horses now.
Yeah.
We could probably make it there pretty fast.
We're gonna buy some more rations.
Any is there a bounty hunter board here at the tavern, near the tavern?
Yeah.
Anybody in particular on there we can keep an eye out for while we're out here?
Yeah, they're looking for a priest of Sigmar.
Sweet.
Shocking.
There's information looking for a fire wizard.
Nice.
A dwarf of ill repute.
I was gonna really narrow it down.
What did I do?
Yeah, it seems like a few of you are on the bulletin board, along with a handful of other things. There are some bandit activities east to Welleborn that they're looking for somebody to take care of the bandits. And word of goblin raids further east to Zutzen that are disrupting the trade coming from that area.
So further east or go west and chase her.
But to the east is where the Hockland rifles are, right?
And lock system.
They come from Hockland, yes.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yes.
That's where
Those cost like 120 gold.
I might come up with that at some point. Not
The
currently.
first time he sees one, he's like, "These guys, they're all wanted."
I got it! Guys, check it out! Oh,
There's
yeah,
one
that's
hanging in
right.
stocks.
Yeah, that's right. Now we need to. We would take off to the woods then. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
in the morning, so we get.
Everybody, make sure you buy some rations.
Yep.
That, or you can get passage on a boat.
Can I?
Well, I'd rather go through the woods, guys.
Can,
Now,
I,
the
can
wood-
I have a day to replenish my
The wood
stuff?
paths, are they wagon friendly?
No, there are no wood paths. There are no roads from Unterbahn west to Kemperbad.
Why would we just follow the
This is blazing a trail through the forest type stuff.
The river
Can I-
isn't. There isn't paths. It's like
Can we spend
All
an extra day here so I
walls
can go
going
fishing and then replenish my stock of fish? That way I don't have to pay for rations.
And herb teas.
You're just going to travel with raw fish in your bag?
Well, dry it out. But
That takes more than a
Yeah,
day.
it takes more than that.
well, do we have anything else we
Unless
can
there's
do
a
here?
smokehouse nearby. but-
Is there a smokehouse nearby?
No. No, this is a lock system with a tavern and a small town.
Let's just hire a boat.
Well,
Yeah.
our
really
boat,
wanna
our boat
poison?
alone couldn't handle all of the horses. That's why we came here. We have 2
Yeah.
extra horses currently.
Oh, shit.
So if that's the case, we're gonna have to pay for 2, which
Think
is
about
which
it.
is if
If we're in a prime spot to sell some horses, people have to transport the horses to get it here. So now might be the chance to sell some of the horses
Oh
at a convenient price.
Carrying
need
them
the
around
horses.
is kind of laborious.
Yes. I like that. That was big work.
If we go trailblazing,
Or not.
we're not doing that.
Wait, Dad,
I guess not.
Dad, real quick.
I thought it was a good
Adam
idea.
is
No,
noble
no,
blood.
no trails from where the horse is
where's
from
his
to here.
father, I guess.
I don't know.
King?
He's disowned. We'll find that out later.
Oh.
Who's this own?
Adam.
I was talking about Adam. He's noble blood.
Who
So
the heck is Adam?
One of
my
these guys.
review.
One of his soldiers.
Oh.
You haven't even taken
That
time to learn his name.
that-
Wow,
yeah.
you must really hate
Yeah.
it.
He's a red shirt friend.
He's one of the guys that when he gets killed, he's going to be held responsible.
Yeah.
Then I definitely do not care. My 2 guys are on a boat sailing across
So
the country.
through the woods, there's no
To
set trail. You
grandmother's
said,
house.
but general direction. How many days do you think that'd take to get there to Comfort Bat?
Assuming you're not eating,
Right.
a week, maybe more.
Terrible ideas, terrible.
Well,
I don't see there's no good options here.
I mean, we're not going up through the big lock, so we can go down to the bottom and catch a boat
You can.
from the bottom.
There's several boats.
For
Matter of fact, he just made friends with some.
right.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like we should just go, like, stay
Maybe I
close
can go
to the
ask
river
some
if
of the
we
people
can.
I've talked to before
Just follow the river down.
if we can borrow, if we can
Stay here.
take voyage in one of their boats.
We could pay.
After you
we
guys
can
start,
pay them.
right?
And it would probably be cheaper than like a Empire ferry.
Okay.
Is there an Empire ferry?
Well,
Yeah,
I
didn't think that was-
assume the pay boat had
And
some.
I guarantee
It's the
they
court
will
jester.
not turn us in
Right.
someplace.
Right. Yeah.
Probably.
If they do, I'll just have another bar fight with them.
From the from the top of the cliff, from the top of the falls.
Stop
can I
being
see-
idiotic!
Can I see if there's a boat down there where the ladies?
Yeah, there's a couple of boats currently going through the lock system.
Okay.
Let's go talk to the old lady about the.
Yeah.
You guys can go talk to the old lady. I can go find one of the people.
I'm gonna
I
walk
fought
over to the old
with.
lady.
The old lady's just an inquisitor.
Or is she down at the bottom?
She's at the bottom
We
for the
can
night.
have horses then.
She does the taxi during the day. She has to sleep. She's an old lady.
Wait till morning.
So you guys are welcome to get a room here.
Yeah, how much are
I
rooms here?
can't.
The rooms here are a silver apiece.
And how many people in each room?
2 people per room.
Sneak in through the window.
Okay, I'll buy
Go see
2
what the
rooms.
old guy's does.
Me, the 2 recruits will bunk up. I'll have my own room.
Okay.
How many rooms do they have in this tavern?
This tavern's actually fairly sizable,
Okay.
given the heavy traffic that they have. So they have enough rooms for you.
I'm gonna go ask one of the people I fought if I can come take a nap in their house.
Boat?
Well, no, we don't have a house. We're just passing by, waiting for the locks to get our boat down to the bottom.
Where are you guys staying for the night?
We're staying here.
At the tavern.
We're not allowed back in for a week.
We'll figure that out.
Well, then can I join you so I have somewhere to stay?
No?
Used to be the captain boy.
Yeah.
We've not judged.
My boat is on a trade route.
Slayer. If
Okay.
You wanna
I don't know where to
sleep in
stay.
the tavern,
We can't
I
stay
can
in the
buy you a
tavern.
room.
We got kicked out.
But you are not sleeping in the room.
You guys want to go have a hippie camp?
Yeah, I'll take a bed. Actually, if you
I'll
don't mind.
sleep in your room.
Okay.
Like, as long.
I
Are you
don't know
going
where
to-
to stay.
Is
Well,
the
you're-
entrance? Is the entrance to the rooms on the outside
Okay,
of the
then
tavern?
you can.
No.
Maybe I can
It's
try.
Is there a
inside.
window?
So,
I can try and climb
so
up through a
when
window
you
into a
bunk
room.
up, you and me can.
You could try that.
Cool.
I don't have very good climb.
And he probably wouldn't be very happy if he caught you.
He
climbing
probably
up
wouldn't
into
be
your
happy.
building.
Hey, Dad.
It's okay.
The man with the
I
giant
will-
battle axe, two
I will-
pistols, and
I will explain myself to him. It was cold outside, and your
But
window.
baby, it's cold out there.
Anyways, no, the river guys say we got another 3 hours before our boat's done with the locks. Then we're leaving.
Okay. Well, that's
You need a job?
Yeah, there you go.
yes.
You can-
Okay.
What do you need me to do?
We're looking for a fourth boat hand.
Oh.
Handle the tiller.
you could ride downstream.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, would that be my ride I need? Oh, I need a ride, so sure, why not? I'll be your fourth person.
Okay. Meet us at the meet us
much
at the
are-
base of the cliffs in about 4 hours.
How much are you willing to pay me?
Well, you said you needed a ride, so that seems like a reasonable trade.
All right, that seems like a good trade to me. I don't see why not.
Okay.
I love how our boat captain is just going to disappear in the night. Where'd all they go?
He did start the fight.
'Kay.
So that's going.
I can't come tell you guys. I'm
So
not allowed
he's
to come
got-
tell you
We'll
the
check the
bar.
jail, see if he's
He's
vaping again.
got to meet them at the base where the lady's house is.
At the dock system at the bottom,
Okay.
at the base of the falls.
Gotcha.
Okay, I go to him because he's also not in the bar.
Yes, he is. He was inside entertaining all night.
Well,
Right, yeah.
I have no one to tell, so I guess
I'm outside.
He's
Oh,
outside.
Well, I'll go tell.
He's sitting on the porch by a table all by himself in the cold.
Okay, wizard. So using my
I'll light like a lantern or something and have like it open.
Okay.
I feel like
It's not dark. There's light, but I'm not worried about that.
Okay, so wizard, I need to tell you, okay? I just got hired. I found a way downstream. I'm going to meet you guys in Kemperbad, okay? I will meet you there.
They're going
Comprendo?
Sure,
Can you tell everyone else? That way they know where I'm at.
sure.
Okay, and then I'll give you a high five, shake your hand or something.
Got anything to remember you by?
I give you the defensive staff on my back
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
because I'm such a great person. So
Thank you. I remember you greatly about this.
you don't have to remember me. You'll see me in Kemperbad, you silly
Okay.
goose.
Okay, so
Somebody go eat.
you're gonna head off on your own with these three people on their
Will you
boat.
guys be able to drop me off at Kemperbad?
We're going by there.
Cool. Sounds good. Yes, I'm going with the random strangers.
Okay.
Hey,
His
Dad.
description wasn't part of the wanted posters, was it?
All of you are on various posters
Jeez.
at various levels.
But it's okay.
Hey,
I
it's
trust
fine.
these people.
It's
I
fine.
have
He gave me the magic item that I cared about.
Okay.
It's okay now.
Meanwhile, what would the rest of you like to do? Other than you've gotten some rooms for the night.
Yeah, Matt's bunking with
yeah.
me,
Okay.
so he's got room.
Okay.
I'm still technically relatively clean. I don't understand this.
I know.
Man. I didn't get any rat guts to put on my face.
Opposite end of that spectrum, I'm going to go take a bath, get cleaned up, pay whatever I need to pay for that. It's still hoity-toity.
It's a brass for the bed.
Okay?
It's a brass for the night for any horses you wish to stable.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna sleep in his room.
I have a horse.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to
Silver for the room.
Silver for the room.
I'm going to attempt to sell 2 of the horses to anybody that would like to buy them while we're here.
Okay. You easily sell them for
Why would you
75%.
sell 2 horses?
Huh?
Why would you sell 2 horses?
One, we can't put them on the boat.
Well, are we taking a boat or are we riding?
We were taking a boat, right?
No, he said he was leaving by himself and he left.
Well,
We
So we're
can't.
down one person.
right. Well, okay, so we can sell one then.
Can sell one horse.
Now we got enough for everybody else.
I'm
Okay.
so helpful.
Right.
Okay. So we'll sell one for 75% then. Okay.
Which direction did he go? Up the lock system or down the lock system?
Down. Which
Down.
we will
He's
be
headed
going
towards
to.
Kemperback.
Okay.
Sailor wants to go by himself, so be it. Let the sailor go.
So
we're gonna split the coin now for what we got.
He was a grand lad.
The horse.
You guys are selling.
And this is a lot like
They had a big white
Shark
boat.
Tank.
They told
I have
me
to
I
recoup
could
my
get
losses before everybody else starts getting paid.
And silver. Pay the room.
Didn't I give you money for food?
No.
You get 2.
Listen, two people to a room.
Uh-huh.
All right. No, I won't give you silver. But there's room. But you sleep on the floor, I get the bed.
There are 2 beds.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Until he kicks me on the floor, I'm trying to share the bed with him.
Oh.
I just assume it's you know, good old fashioned soldier loving right there.
Hey.
You know.
That's why the wizard gets his room by himself and he barricades himself in the room
Evidently, I
again.
have a bedroll, so.
Because
If
it's
you're
not work
willing to let me
class
use
time.
it, that's all right with me.
No, I use it.
Is that
Oh, you're gonna let me have the bed?
Maverick?
No.
Sure.
All right.
Basically the same thing.
Solid.
You're probably less comfortable
We
on the
met this
straw
guy,
bed.
Like 2 weeks ago.
In the morning, both of you are laying on the ground.
On a very serious note, you'd be amazed after the amount of time I slept on the ground in the military. I hated the beds.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Is there a lock mechanism on the door?
I've
Yes.
been
Okay.
for 12 years and never slept on the ground.
Yeah. Freaking Air Force.
It's not true, but it was pretty damn near never.
My first 4.5 years in, I did not see a cot or a tent or anything like that. No, like not even like MRE heaters, nothing like that. No hot meals. Actually, probably 3.5 years in. Is not while we were out training or out in the field. Out in the
Yeah.
field, you saw none of that.
I'm telling you, I got pissed when I didn't have Wi-Fi.
Jesus. But it was the
It's a whole
funniest thing
different military.
If my breakfast was not included in my hotel room, I was filing a complaint.
So we had a.
Continental.
We got attached to the Rangers, the 2nd Ranger Baptist, as a support unit. And these guys, you know, we went to training in the field with them.
I might be good.
And we went for breakfast. We're like, man, breakfast, we're just waiting for our MREs. And we're watching these guys go in the file. And we're like, what the hell's going on? Let's follow them, see what the hell's, you know, what's going on. We get over there and they're all lined up in a chow line. We're getting a chow line. All of us are talking. You can hear all the engineers like, we're going to get a hot meal. We're out in the field. We're going to get a hot meal. And we're all excited. Rangers are pissed. They're like, man, there's no steaks with these eggs. Man, these are powdered eggs. What the fuck is this? And we are loving it. We're like, hot food. And the Rangers are just dying laughing. Because we're like, haven't you guys ever had hot food? We're like, no. And that was the same field problem where I watched one of these Rangers put this MRE thing in this steaming bag. I'm like, what the hell is that? This dude about, broke out a lung or something laughing at me. He's like, you don't know what an MRE heater is? No.
They come in the MREs.
No, I'm dead serious.
Not for Army.
They did not. Back in the day, I'm telling you, in the late 80s and early 90s. Okay, when I was in.
Admittedly, you were in earlier than me, but goddamn, dude.
When I joined, C-Rats still existed. They still
What?
had them around. Now, they shouldn't have been. They should not have been serving
25
them.
years expired.
Yes. And so, when I was in basic training, the first meal I had was a C-Rat. But I think it was just because the drill sergeants were trying to play a prank on us and see if we'd actually eat it.
Probably.
But either way,
I mean, it sucked when we first came in because there was only like 6 flavors of MREs or something like that.
Trail rations, but worse.
yeah, far worse.
Dude, MREs aren't that bad.
MREs are actually really good.
They've got a lot better. The problem is they've actually gotten so complicated now that if you're kind of a picky eater, you're fucked. Because you're like, oh, this is chicken tortellini with shrimp and Alfredo sauce and blah blah, and you're like, oh fuck, just give me a meatloaf.
They didn't have meatloaf when I was in. Yeah, ham slice, yeah, chicken and rice.
Green eggs and ham.
Witchcraft?
Yep,
Green eggs
witchcraft.
and ham.
It's all witchcraft.
Yep,
So,
witchcraft.
other than getting a room for the night, anything else you wish to do this evening?
No, let's move
Okay.
this on.
Nah,
So-
I'm writing my report.
In the morning, you guys wake up, well rested, sleeping on the floor or whatever. No sign of Dip. He has long since left you. What would you guys like to do?
Nobody waiting outside for us to arrest us?
Not yet.
I would check the windows.
Okay.
Speaking of that, does anybody ever notice when you pull a notice off the board?
No, not normally.
I was going to say, if one of them's got my face on it, I'd be like, oh, hey, all right.
Yeah.
I'm the crew.
Look at this, we're famous!
I'll fold that sucker up and keep it.
Okay.
I don't know if he can read or not, but he asked someone at the bar, hey, can you read this?
So, did you sell one horse or two?
How many people does this guy kill?
Are we going to need horses?
What? None.
If we want to get anywhere, yes.
90.
Okay.
Just get a job with the people you beat
What?
up in the bar.
It says I'm incompetent.
As the day's moving on, I'm going to ask the old lady
Mhm.
about if she saw a warband or a group led by a female in the last week or two.
We already asked her
And,
that. No, we didn't. Sorry.
and any idea if she had heard any conversation or where they were going or anything like that? We need to catch up to them.
Yeah, there was a group maybe a week or so ago. They had a boat waiting for them here.
Do you know the boat name? Or a description?
Describes a fairly basic riverboat. Nothing
A
unusual.
riverboat.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like 90% of the other boats here. It's nothing unusual.
Okay.
Ours is
And she said, yeah, they came through about a week ago. Seemed to be in a bit of a rush.
Great.
Didn't think much about it.
She ever say where she was going?
Was heading downriver, but beyond that,
Heading westbound?
yeah, that'd be downriver.
Okay.
So they somehow got past us while we were out there.
Not hard to do, dude.
Yeah.
Um, So
We
about
were
the
probably waving at him.
the Emperor
With all that high
and
perception the group has.
sons haven't been seen since we took the boat. The boat called the Heldenhammer. Maybe one of them was the son.
You're putting the old lady to sleep, man.
Put me to sleep. All right.
Anyways, the old lady will bring you up and down to Unterbaum and the docks if you wish. She suggests you could probably hire a boat to transport you down to Kemperbad without much difficulty if you guys want to do that. It shouldn't be all that expensive. Other than that, she's kind of curious where you guys are heading.
Wow, Kemperbad for sure.
Well, why are we telling her this?
She just told us where the other
She's
people
been
were.
wonderful and kind. She was helpful to us, and she just enjoys seeing
She'll be
us.
just as wonderful and kind to whoever else may be looking for us.
You know, nobody's looking for us. We're cool.
Yeah, there was a guy looking for you guys only a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you look like?
Sort of like him. Had a lot of symbols around his neck, though.
Do you have fancy firearms like mine?
No, he had a pair of swords.
Fair.
Yeah. Said you guys went up to Underbaum. That was last I saw of him.
Alright, amount of witch hunters.
Wait, you told him we went up to Underbaum?
Well, yeah, you guys did.
You didn't tell her not to tell anything.
Well, I understand that, but that means that guy's behind us. Not by far. Maybe he went into the bowl and got killed.
Well, I was going to say he went out in the waste. He definitely had to go out in the waste.
That's who
Yep.
we dug up.
You should have bought my report of how to survive the wastes.
Yes, you should have. But you haven't read it yet.
It's not all the news there.
New book, How to Survive the Barren Waste.
So, is there a boat here available for us to?
There are several boats. You can grab the next one.
Find a way
Any
to
big
make
enough
money
horses?
somehow.
There's several barges.
Why
Yeah,
don't
you
they
could
come
probably
people
hire
the
on
world
with
could
that
write? Might
if
as
that's
well
what you
use
want to
it.
do.
Yeah, no shit.
What will it cost?
So, who wants to negotiate with him?
I'll negotiate.
I will help him.
Okay.
The way I was doing it
Okay.
with the wild merchants. Are they still merchants?
They're not really merchants. They're river folk. If you had a river folk person, that would be helpful.
So that'd be
I did
handy.
not.
That would be haggle with any sort of
I have merchants, so if they're not
I can
merchants.
haggle.
you can charm them.
Charm? Okay. Let's give it a shot here.
Who's he trying to ask?
I haggled
The next boat that comes by.
5 gold to this group.
Just putting your thumbs up and asking for a ride.
Need a ride.
We got 1,000 strong, man. And a bunch of horses.
Okay.
8 people, 9
135.
horses.
Okay. Okay. One of the boats comes out of the lock and then comes over to this area where they're going to get some supplies and so forth. The old lady goes up above to get the supplies for them. Looks like their boat is pretty much empty. According to them, they're coming back from Wurtbad to the east.
No, walk back.
Currently with a empty barge, heading west to get more goods and so forth as part of their trade route. They're willing to take you on because it'll help them soften the costs for the journey. You guys pay the lock fee. You're welcome to ride.
2 gold? Yep, absolutely. I will absolutely pay that.
Okay. They take notes of your names and
Um,
so
well,
forth.
while we're making this trip, it's what,
John Jorgensen.
Jorgensen? Okay.
full day or so. Is that what this is? The trip done.
The trip is about 3 days to Camperbad.
Sweet. I'm going to get it. I'm going to bother the crap out of them by asking them how far west or east I have to go to get a Hockland rifle. Where's the first place you would find something like that? Or do you guys have one on board?
They do not.
You just have to have a stash of them.
They do reveal they are Hockland long rifle importers, though.
Oh, are they?
They just dumped a load of a whole bunch of them. No. No.
New best friends.
They honestly don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
They know rifle, and that's about it. When you describe what it is and weaponry and so forth, they say about the only place they could think would be Nuln.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you probably know from your background and so forth, Nuln could very well supply them, but they're manufactured in Hockland, which is one of the regions of the Empire, I believe, far to the northeast.
I thought it was north.
I think it's along the northern edge.
You need one, man. I tell you what.
Would you want to steal from that guy?
Oh my God, yes.
I thought it was way north.
I don't know.
I have too much respect for that guy, or I would have robbed him. I've robbed everybody.
There is a region known for that, and they make those as like a national thing.
But Nolan could possibly have them.
Nuln is the military-industrial complex, so if they're going to produce something or sell something, that's the place to go.
It's good. It's good. No.
Altdorf, you could probably buy something like that too.
Wittendorf.
We going
We're catching up on her. Let's push.
We need to check out that tower.
Hey, we got a week.
Yeah, we need to go.
It's only a week now. We have to push her a little bit further. Give her.
No.
Okay, so you guys are all riding on the boat?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Question.
Reel her in.
Okay.
Let her out.
Imperial garb.
I got my rifle.
What
Can't let her know that we're following her.
is it something that could be relatively easily?
She knows already.
Imperial garb, like regular clothing? Yes.
I don't know.
Uniform, probably not.
Or no?
Yeah, uniform, probably not.
Once we insert
Now,
the last key, we just
they're not uncommon.
Right.
You can acquire them fairly easily, but they're not. I mean, they're a uniform, just like him. When he checks in, he gets a uniform.
That's why she went quick. Keep down the river.
I'm trying to figure out.
She left while we were gone.
myself.
She was probably at the inn or the tavern whenever we got here, damn near.
Okay, so you guys ride the boat down to Camperbad. Camperbad is pretty much how you guys left it before.
Isn't that we were supposed to meet him?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Is he there?
You guys get to Camperbad. What would you like to do?
Hop off the boats, unload the horses, and go down.
No,
I step out on the dock and yell his name.
We're using this place to
Okay.
continue on,
Yeah,
right? Or we're going to overland it from here.
No,
They're heading to Nuln.
Never mind.
Do you know what my name
We
is?
can go the Nuln.
No, you can't.
They're going to Nuln. It does look, coincidentally, like the Heldenhammer is docked up right now.
Hell yeah, go straight over to it.
Okay.
Got some horse now.
Buy a horse.
Well, at least I can play as
The
Gorgon.
Heldenhammer can't hold the horses. The Heldenhammer can't hold all the horses.
Yeah.
Just drag one behind the boat.
Sure.
It can swim,
No.
right? Horses are good swimmers.
All of
Right.
our.
You can find that sea creature then too.
Oh yeah, that's
Damn it!
great.
Why am I all of a sudden forgetting what the heck the channels around here? That back in the day they used to pull the boats through. What the heck were they called?
Here?
Somebody help me.
Here in Ohio?
Canals.
Yes, canals. There
Like
we go.
Canal Fulton and all that stuff.
Jesus Christ.
I thought you were trying to
You're getting
figure
old.
out a name for it.
Well, no, we had canals all through this area.
Yeah,
And
horses still drag
Horses drug the.
Mm-hmm.
We could always see if we could pick up speed. Is there anything where we hook up the horses on the side and until they get eaten by monsters and cut ties and keep going.
Red Dead Redemption, your horse falls 2 feet and dies.
But you typically have one on either side of the channel, so you'd have a.
Okay, so you guys are actually they would have one horse on it. The way the canals would work, you have a draft horse on the side pulling the boat,
Right.
and you just have your tiller pushing you out into the river, so you're not going on the side.
So the ones I saw actually would have 2 mules or 2 draft horses on either side of the channel.
Well, then you can't pass each other going the other way.
That's true. That's pretty crazy.
The other boat docked.
it's a double yellow line.
Well, the
It's
horse
not
has
that
to
thing.
duck is the problem.
In the rope.
Jump the other one.
No, in Europe that's very common, and you have a horse on the side that just tows the boat the whole way.
So you live like right next to the lock, right down here. Have you taken them over to see it?
Yeah,
You know it's there.
I know it's there. I've never had any interest in going down there.
You drive by it from leaving here to go to Rip Rap Road.
Yeah,
you drive right
yeah,
by it.
it's right there. Anyways, what do you guys want to do in camper bed?
Well, first,
I'm gonna start by the Helden Hammer.
Sure, yeah, you go over to the boat.
boat's there.
Gorp is there. He's asleep on the dock.
How about Borgar?
hey, Gorp.
Aye.
Is
Stop doing that.
is
I'm good for that. Sorry.
Dip around?
He went into town.
Oh,
I did.
good.
I think Borgar's and Dim's out of there.
Did,
I think he was looking for some medicine for Renata.
What's
Oh,
wrong with the round?
Well, her leg's been acting up ever since that attack.
what'd you get attacked by?
Oh, some creatures. We had parked for the night, and then they came on board and attacked us. Nearly ate half the people.
Oh man.
I'll go down and look at it.
How many
Okay.
trips did you guys end up making before that happened?
Well, we came back here and we stopped.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just one then.
Yeah.
So how much profit did you make? Screw her.
No, he's already looking for medicine. Huh? He's got it under
Yeah,
control.
I'll check out her leg.
Okay. Yeah, she has a nasty bite in her leg that looks like it's infected.
Gotta suck the pus
All right,
out.
I'll use my heal skill on it, and I have healing poultices.
Okay, so you stick some cow dung on
Can,
it.
can heal be assisted? Like he's been assisting everything. I have heal as well. Can I assist him?
Sure.
Okay. How much do I get for his assistance?
He's got feathers.
113.
Yeah, it's
20 points. Okay. Be able to heal her?
with his assistance, yeah.
With his assistance, okay. You put some cow dung on it. Think it'll get better, but it'll be at least a few days before she's healed up.
I'll ask Dimzad and Borgar's
What the heck they were
for a
doing?
bit more detail, like what exactly were the creatures.
It was some sort of lizard creature came on board and stung her in the leg.
Was it big? Was it small?
It was pretty big.
They laid eggs in it.
Okay.
Might have.
Where did that's what I was thinking.
Some ruins down south. Looked like a vine creature.
Telling you.
No.
Giant vines.
Giant vines. No.
Telling you. Vine monsters. I warned you about them.
Was it tough?
No, they had stopped a short distance south of Wittgendorf to camp for the night or rest for the night because they didn't want to push on at night on the locks. And some creature climbed on board and attacked them. They were able to fight it off with some torches and a bit of yelling, but not before it had stung. What's her name? Renata.
You said it killed half the people.
No, it tried to kill half the people. It attacked.
Did anyone die?
No, people got injured, but
Okay.
Renata was the worst. Yeah, we were. If you guys hadn't arrived, we were looking at probably getting a surgeon, cutting her leg.
I tell the soldiers.
Good thing you have that cow dung though. Now she'll be okay.
More than his cow dog.
Nothing like some
You
poo.
use urine as well.
I know. That's the binder.
We got the jellyfish thing.
I'm pretty sure the Clippers praise the soldiers that they did a good job with
No,
defending
praise
the-
them not.
Sure.
Your soldiers didn't
No.
do anything.
So where are we going?
They're losers.
We are.
No.
That's not nice.
Gnome?
West. Nope.
We're
She
not
did
in
it
the
herself.
So we've got Wittendorf Tower, and then we've got the.
How old is that Christmas?
Yeah. I ate it. It was still good.
It's just chocolate.
And then we've got the.
To
tower.
me, they're overly large. There's too much. It should be smaller for one bite. But
And we got the tower for the key. We could go figure out now that we got enough keys to open that up. I think we should go there, find out what that entire place was actually for, and that's on the way.
Piece of
Wasn't the
puzzle.
tower north and then
It was up
Wittendorf?
towards Aldorf, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got to turn and go
Yeah,
south
it's just
towards
south
Wittendorf, right?
Altdorf.
Yeah.
On the eastern.
It was
Tributary.
like
Yeah.
in between that unnamed town and Castle Ark.
Which side of the river is Kipperbad on?
north.
Just making sure.
It's not on the way to Wittenberg.
Wait, did it change?
No,
I
but
thought it was on the east
No, it was on the
this
north
is all
side.
part of it because she was part of that tower. We keep finding these maps. We gotta
Right.
go check it out.
Yeah, especially now that we can see what those keys do.
Open interdimensional.
Summon whatever it
Gateway
is.
to
and stuff,
hell,
yeah,
and
yeah.
we are sucked in.
What?
What?
That's how we go.
Fucking Event Horizon. Just
Yep.
That's a messed up movie too.
I love it. It's one of my favorite.
Anybody have killed by extra dimensional demon as part of their doom?
I got killed by an angry woman.
I have Chaos Mutants.
I just like a few weeks ago watched an interview with one of the actresses that was on the B set for it, the horror set,
Move the map over.
and apparently they'd filmed like an hour and a half of material that was supposed to take place in the hell dimension.
Zoom out.
No, we're all the way
45
over
minutes,
there.
an hour,
That's
hour
why
and
I
a half,
was
something like
yeah.
that. It's an obscene amount of time, and all that footage got lost.
Yeah,
And
it
then-
was like in between.
And
Yeah,
worlds.
they
right
hired
there.
amputees
So
and
just up to
fetishes
there.
and everything
And then
else
where's
to
Whitmore?
film the
Just
scene.
south?
Yeah, just south.
You're right here.
Is that where the?
Yeah, that's where the Black Tower, or that's where the Black Castle was, where we found the body that the sailor
Yeah,
decided,
yeah.
no, we must not get involved in mysteries.
So we just go
That
up
was
to the.
Hey, you're not there.
You're not there.
There wasn't a
You're not there.
You're talking crap about Gorp and Renata's captain. That's not very nice.
Yeah,
I'm telling them the
we'll wait
truth.
for him to come back with the medicine,
Okay.
and then.
Probably for the better.
Anybody want anything from Kemper Vet before we roll out?
Not particularly.
Hand
You
crossbow.
want to get me?
Money.
Would they use my
No,
ballistic
that's what I
skill,
said. Once
plus
you get back with the medicine.
my range skill? Because I have it marked as ranged crossbow.
Yeah.
So a
would
hand
use
crossbow,
crossbow skill.
crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's
I'm gonna try to find a hand
Range.
crossbow.
Whoa, whoa, we got melee.
Okay. What's the frequency here of a?
I have no idea. I don't even know if there is such a thing. I'm sure there is.
I think there is.
Just jab him with the
Want me to
bolt
look
and
it up?
then
Yeah.
fire.
Like a light crossbow.
Well, we have I'm pretty sure we have a hand crossbow, a light crossbow, and a heavy crossbow. I know I have attack tables
Yeah,
for
they're
it, but
attack done.
I mean,
They are
it's been
terrible.
done, I'm sure. You see it in movies at least, right?
I've never even seen it in a
I
movie.
have like two of them.
Yeah.
I have them. No.
What movie have you seen?
Yeah, there's a crossbow pistol, heavy
Yes.
crossbow,
Yes.
crossbow.
Crossbow pistol.
Crossbow pistol, 6 gold. A bulk 0 is scarce. Range of 10 yards and then plus
scarce
7.
is the question.
And it's pistol trait.
So roll a scarcity roll, which is just percentile.
You said 10 gold?
6.
6 gold? Okay. A 66.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you head into town, and in a couple of hours, you find somebody who has a pistol crossbow.
Alright.
If you have the 6 gold. Okay. A couple hours later, he comes back with some medicine and so forth to deal with Renata. Between that and the cow dung, she should be fine.
Voila.
By
What happened on the boat?
Okay. They already told you the story.
I meant, what happened with, like, did anything unusual happen, or was it just...
No, you played a lot of cards and drank a bunch, but otherwise it was fairly quiet travel.
That's
Woke up missing his pinky finger.
After the bar fight, it seemed like they seemed very friendly to you. They told you about all the horrible things dwarfs do to the world, however.
What were some of the things they told me?
Well, they spend their whole life just making cities just to give them to the orcs and the goblins. They like dig for all this metal that they never use.
We do use it to make things beautiful.
They just like build this hoard and everything, and then next thing you know, they invite the orcs and goblins in to take over more and more land, and then the orcs and goblins are hard to take out because they have all these castles and structures and everything. So if the dwarfs would just live on the surface like a normal person, then the orcs and goblins would be a lot less numerous, and likely less wealthy.
See, why couldn't you hold off on sinking boats? And do this one?
It's a different perspective on life now.
That and I mean, especially those slayers who don't know how to groom themselves.
I'm familiar with those.
Yes, they smell bad. They make horrible noises. They don't know how to take care of their beards, and so forth.
I know a slayer that was so bad at taking care of his beard, he had to make kids come play with him to do it for him.
I've heard they do that.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was.
I mean, the only thing worse than a dwarf is an elf.
What do you not like about elves?
They fill your 3 days with all sorts of propaganda.
Nature related.
I
Too nature related.
All right, we want to go to
My
the.
backup character's an elf.
Okay.
We want to go to the
I
signal
have
tower
now
first.
got a new
Is that where you guys are going to go first?
Yep.
I have a new
Yeah?
talent.
Hold it.
Racist.
Where are we going?
The signal tower first. With
Yeah,
the
but
it's
what type of racist? What type of racist?
That in Warhammer, that's considered hatred versus dwarf or hatred versus elf.
Well, I have both now. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Matrix versus.
So you guys are heading to the tower. You said, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys head up the river. The journey is a little less than a week before you guys approach the tower area.
Should I take the lead with discussions if it's occupied?
I'm glad I don't know where we're going.
Soldiers?
You can talk to soldiers. I'm just walking to the back side of the building, going in the secret door.
Person missing no eye. And
Distraction.
Good idea.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So as you guys come around the final bend at the tower, you can see the tower in the distance. It's fully finished at this point. That dock that was on the river, you see what looks like a patrol boat pulled up to it. And there are numerous people around the tower moving around. There's a small military camp sort of built up around it. Looks like maybe a dozen or so soldiers posted at the location.
I have an idea. Dwarven inspector, follow-up inspection to make sure that the tower is.
I think we have to make him clean.
But nevertheless, he's a dwarf. People just associate dwarves. But you see what I'm saying?
I'm pretty
We could
obvious
use him
he's
as
a slayer.
the way in, and we're just his worker or whatever.
It's right
I
there.
don't know if I want to be working for a dwarf.
Or his escorts
Him
around
and
the
his-
Empire.
Yeah.
I think it should be the other way around. You know?
And we're taking the ferry,
And
we're
my
just getting
two
off
other
and then walking around.
My two
Stretching
other
our
dwarves
legs.
are
I could be.
work crew.
There you go.
They aren't
Make the dwarf
specifically
inspector.
like the
You're his
Yeah.
escorts through the Empire.
yeah.
He's the dwarven inspector who's been hired to go
We
behind.
actively help build
I
this
also
tower.
have two other dwarves.
Yeah, but we don't look like workers.
I
The
also have
dwarf
two
looks
other
like a
dwarves.
mighty fine worker.
I don't look like I sweat at all. But
Yeah, well, that's my point. Is we're just traveling people. You know what I'm saying?
okay, so we pull this boat up there and just hang out.
I say we get off. We're stretching our legs. We're wandering around,
Okay, works for me.
and then
I have
him-
two dwarves.
We're on a
that
boat. We can stretch our legs.
him and the
anytime.
dwarf can go down and check out what the key is. Yeah.
What?
Well, no way the soldiers are going to let us in the tower. All of
If
us.
we ask him, then we don't have all of us go.
We don't have
That's
to.
my point.
Yeah, he's saying.
Ah, we're off the boat,
You ask-
milling around, waiting for the shit to hit the fan. The soldiers and the dwarven inspector can go do this part of the adventure.
A dwarf would never be allowed to be an inspector.
That's exactly what they would be.
He's just being racist.
I know. That's exactly what they would be.
Let me
So-
tell you a story.
So you're pulling the boat up to the dock?
Sure.
Okay. You pull it up next to pull up to the dock. On the other side is the patrol ship. There's a couple of soldiers on the patrol ship that sort of look down at you from their boat, quite a bit higher than you. Don't really do much otherwise. They don't really seem to care that you're here. You guys moor up the boat, hop off, start heading up towards the tower. A couple of guards are up there, or a couple of the soldiers are up there. They're standing up. Yeah, they have their gear and everything ready, just sort of curious what you guys are doing. Behind them, you see a well-dressed figure in a leather coat. Has a pair of swords at his side. He calls out, "Greetings, Herr Lieberung. So we finally catch up to you." And we'll stop there because it's about 10 o'clock, and we will continue next time.
Leave her on.
So some of us are still on the boat, correct?
Nope, you guys all jumped off, ready to go.
Wait.
Should we hit the hyperdrive?
Parsecs and stuff.